Welcome to Firebreathing Kittens, an actual play podcast. Every episode micro plot is a complete adventure with a beginning and an end that fits into the overarching macro plot of the whole season. Because they stand sturdily on their own, you can listen to these adventures in any order and can skip any you don't enjoy. Today we are playing using the combat mechanics from a game called Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition. It's all of ours first time playing or keeping these rules, so we might make some mistakes. If you enjoy these mechanics, you can find Call of Cthulhu 7th edition on chaosium.com. Build your own Call of Cthulhu character and play a game with friends. Speaking of friends, today we are joined by Varek Ashen.
Hey. I've got gray skin, black hair swooped to the side, wearing a tunic with a cloak, and I've got dashing gold eyes. In this game, my top skills are stealth, firearms, first aid, dodge, and my common language. My language. Yes.
Excellent. And what weapon are you using today?
I will be switching between a 45, a 38, and a 12 gauge shotgun.
Ooh, exciting. And Lia Lazuli.
Hi, I am Liana Azura Lazuli, but my friends call me Lia. I am a 5'2" elf with that's kind of got pale skin, long, vibrant blue hair, a couple of silver horns, silver eyes that are slitted, and I've got fangs. And I'm wearing today some kind of flowy mage robes that are black and white. And, oh yes, as for the stats, I have 70 strength, 60 con, 55 dex, only 40 intelligence, 50 size, 90 power, 55 appearance, and not that well educated, honestly. My skills are charm, disguise, dodge, fighting brawl, flamethrower, intimidate, listen, and spot hidden. And my main weapons are just these hands and these claws that are part of these hands. And I've got also a quote-unquote flamethrower.
Yeah, what's that flavored as?
That would be... Depends. If it's like the far range, it's a fireball. And then if it's close range, it's basically breath. Blue, but all the time it's blue and silver flame.
Pretty. And Kairos Sabetoss.
Greetings there, everyone listening. Glad to be back. Let's see, I have a shock of white hair on my head, very narrow face, probably from malnutrition. I still have not found a home, and so my clothes are a bit ragged and patched up a little bit. I didn't get paid in my last job, so I'm still kind of working in between jobs, and trying to remember where I came from. But regardless, indeed, my stats here are, my intelligence and education are both 90, whatever that means. And my power is up at 60, and my weakest is probably my size and my dexterity. Some would call me an artificer, working with both magic and mechanical, which is reflective in my skills, as my electronics and mechanical repair is close to 100 and 92, respectively. And my anthropology is actually at 100, as I work with genetics, mainly with myself, for now. And my weapons is my brawl and my knife large, which is flavored as my ability to fisticuffs, and then have my crustacean and tentacle-like appendages that rip out of my forearms in a body horror-like state to attack my enemies, and whatever magic I tend to find lying around. It's very important to still trying to get my bearings in this new era I find myself in.
Wonderful. You are all in the Firebreathing Kittens Guild Hall. It's a cozy 1,000 square foot bar. The walls are freshly painted maroon, and there's the faint buzzing from a honeybee hive in the attic. On the center of one of the newly constructed tables by the door, there's a 3-foot by 2-foot package. It says, "To Firebreathing Kittens Guild."
Are we all, and you said we're all together?
Yes, you are all in the Firebreathing Kittens Guild Hall.
I want to go open it.
You open the package. Inside are 2 loose pieces of paper and then bundles of paper tied together. So there's 3 things to investigate. Loose page 1, loose page 2, bundle of paper tied together.
So I'm going to turn around and hand it to, or show it to my fellow members, and show it to them and get their thoughts on what these things could be.
Oh, greetings. Who are you?
Well, I guess we haven't really formally met in these in the guild. My name is Varek.
Pleasure. I go to reach to shake your hand, and the large, grotesque crustacean vice grip claw rums out, clips. He has to pull back. His arm goes, "Oh, sorry. I forgot to disable that one. One moment." And I rummage through my weird knitted bag of discarded cloth and possibly skin, and I take out a vial, pop it open, and I chug it down, shiver, move. Go to shake your hand again. That should fix it, at least for the moment.
Varek grips his hand and gives it a hearty handshake.
Greetings.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said, what was your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Kairos Septas. And I look over to the elfin individual with the vibrant hair, and I go, "I beg my pardon. Are you also part of this conversation?"
Yeah, but first of all, what was that? She kind of like looks down at your arm and then like at the vial that you just like, I don't know where you put the vial, but she's just like,
"Oh, begging my pardon. Yes, I am a little lost, temporally and temporarily, I hope. I have not really remembered exactly where I come from or what I was doing, and so I'm kind of on a self-journey to figure that out. But I do know I am excellent at genetics and mutations, and well, without a lot of subjects to work on, I work on myself.
"Oh, so that's why you could make your hand a claw because of genetics?"
Potions, mutations, all bottles of mutagens, as well as a double of magic, but I have not actually been able to use my magic since I came here, or potentially where I came from, or when I came from.
Interesting. I mean, I guess we have that in common. I don't know where I came from either. I have no idea.
Perhaps we came from the same place.
Maybe. Possibly. You never know.
Were there floating cities where you came from that were brimming with technological accoutrement and slavery?
Not where I grew up, but maybe where I'm from. I have no idea. I just kind of hatched in some place, and I don't know where I was before I hatched. Maybe the person who hatched me created me, but it was a person. But I'm not a... Oh, I shouldn't talk about that.
Fair enough. I will not pry. I look over to my other companion. Your name,
Varek.
Varek, yes, Varek. I knew that.
Yes.
So you have paper.
Yes, I found it in this package that was left for us.
For us specifically?
It seems to be, yes. Seems to be for us.
Oh, fascinating. I have not been with this guild very long, and frankly, the only other person I met was a large turtle named Turtle.
That was in the guild? I haven't heard of a large turtle named Turtle.
Professor Tinkerton, yes. She likes to tink before she has to tink before she tinks.
I know that person. I've been on an adventure with them.
Brilliant individual.
Yes. Very nice. Very
nearly
cool.
got us killed.
Oh,
fascinating.
I mean, sounds like the kind of person I like to hang out with. I like almost getting killed. Well, sometimes.
Oh!
Sometimes.
Fantastic. Well, stick with me then. I have myself hunting me. So, be prepared to get caught in crossfire.
Yeah. Can I call you guys my friends, or that's at like after we do something together?
That's fine.
I am always happy to have more friends. Yes.
Okay, another thing we have in common. Okay, in that case, you guys can call me Lia.
Great to meet you.
All right. You know, Kairos, I can also shapeshift myself.
I saw your lips
And
moving,
me
but
too.
unfortunately, I did not hear anything come out. Sorry, did I have one of my my weird spacey moments where I sink into my existential dread?
I said I can also shapeshift as well. I'm actually a changeling.
Fantastic!
Do you want me to turn into you?
There is a legitimate moment where he gets excited, dread, pauses, eyes go blank, and he just stares.
And the longer you stare, the more uncomfortable Varek gets with this social interaction. It seems like we're just staring at each other.
I'm sorry. I must have dozed out there. You have papers.
Yes, I do.
Fantastic.
I would like to examine the papers.
Loose Paper 1 says, "To the Firebreathing Kittens Guild in New Anthera, we regret to inform you that Horace Sullivan, the esteemed retired adventurer of your guild, is deceased. He died 3 weeks ago after falling suddenly after having been jostled on the streets of Coralshire by a sailor. Physicians found no wound and concluded the brisk walk up the hill caused heart failure. Having no kin, his landlady sorted through his personal possessions and kindly directed his active case file folder to us. We have examined the active cases and, finding nothing within our jurisdiction to pursue, are forwarding them on to you, as seems to have been his wishes. Please see the attached letter, which it seems he intended to send to you. Condolences for your loss, Coralshire Police Department." And I'm going to send that exact letter in the chat right now, because it's nice to have written stuff written. There we go, sent. I made a little letter. I found this cute police department like letterhead. All right.
That is so cute, actually.
Thank you. It's like a navy blue. I feel like that's very like police. Navy blue, a little bit of gold and white. Anyway, okay.
That seems very professional. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you would like to refer to that for your future adventure, you know, oh, I forgot this detail, you can look back at it.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So
After-
I'm holding the paper. I'm just gonna turn to them and tell them I don't know who this is. Do you guys know who this person is?
I don't believe so. Though I may have met him before, but not that I can remember. It's very odd to feel sad about somebody's death who can't really remember the face.
Do you guys think we are bound by the honor of being in the same guild as to going to hunt down? Like, do we need to go hunt down the sailor?
Maybe. I mean, it seems like something people in this guild would do.
To be honest, I only joined this guild because I frankly have no idea where I am and am using the guild as a way to build up some capital. So if that is the required contract to kill some random individual who may or may not have any sort of dealing of the death of an old man with heart problems, then yes, let us exact divine vengeance upon this poor sailor's man.
Yeah, I mean, I know that humans are really frail, but walking up a hill, a brisk walk up a hill, killing someone? That I have never heard of. I mean, maybe it's possible, but it always surprises me.
And if this sailor is have nothing to do with the death, and we kill him on principle, then that is just that's just an organ donor.
Well, I figured we could, before we just straight up murder the guy, maybe find him and then talk to him and see if he poisoned him or, I don't know, did something fishy to cause a heart attack. Maybe it would be worth questioning him. But before we decide, I think there was another piece of paper as well that we haven't read. Is that correct?
Yes, and a bundle.
Yes, let's inspect those two other things first before we decide if we're going to end someone's existence on this realm.
I mean, I have taken a gander at some of the logs of some of the other adventures of the Firebreathing Kittens Guild, and they most do end in fire, death, and a lot of not asking questions. So if you'd like to deviate from said patterns, I'm more than happy to give it a try.
Well, look, the thing about me is that I'm not looking to be the leader type, and I will just go with what the group wants to do. If you guys want to kill this man, I will be there to support you in your endeavors, and I will use my skill set as an assassin to help achieve that goal. So I will do whatever the group wants to do, but
I'm sorry. You said your skill sets as assassin, and you have hesitation on ending someone's life.
Well, I'm just saying part of being an assassin, part of being a good assassin like me, is that you have to case someone first before you just go before you kill anyone. You gotta work it a bit. You gotta get more information. You gotta make sure your target's the right one. You gotta make sure your information is up to date so that way you don't kill the wrong person. The key to any good assassination, in my experience, is preparation. So,
Indeed. Death is the final conclusionary goal, though, no?
Yes, but I am not. It's my own personal principle to not murder innocents.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. An assassin with a moral code, that's interesting.
Yes, no.
Yes.
That's
you've had a life I've had. I'm not your typical assassin.
You're not like other boys. I understand.
Okay. So I will leave it up to you guys. We can inspect the other two, the bundle and the other letter, or we could just go straight up find this guy. I will do whatever you guys want to do.
Frankly, I am just fascinated by this other piece of paper and bundle.
Yeah, plus you said that you were trying to build your capital. This one doesn't, from what I see, it doesn't seem to have money associated with it, so maybe the other one does.
It does not, but I am hoping that eventually I get enough exposure, as some call it, and eventually the money will eventually come on its own. This must be one of those exposure gigs.
I would like to inspect the bundle and other piece of paper that we've got, GM.
All right. Which one?
We'll do the other letter first.
Letter 2 is a letter in a stamped but unsent envelope. It says, To Yolotl Conahan, I appreciate that you came to see me last week. It was very brave of you to journey through the Tzu swamp all on your own. I'm sorry, but I can't help after all. I had begun to do research on the incessant tom-tom beating, chanting, and dancing devil flames to narrow down what could be causing your village's women and children to go missing at night. But last night, I had the dream too, just as you had described. I'm afraid this is beyond my capabilities. I have booked a ticket on a ship to New Anthera, where I will bring your case before my former adventuring guild, the Firebreathing Kittens. If anyone can help, it would be them. Sincerely, Horace Sullivan, and I'm sending that in the chat. There is the letter.
Fascinating. So we...
Again, another person. I have no idea who they are.
Agreed. This is quite the mystery already.
Well, it sounds like this Horace person was a former member of the Fire-Breathing Kittens.
Yeah. I wonder if the Yalotl guy is the sailor. Or maybe it was another guy. Well, maybe we can ask if that was a sailor. Maybe someone knows in the guild.
How does one leave the Fire-Breathing Kittens Guild when the sigil is a tattoo?
You die,
I think they
guess.
just...
I don't know.
Do they send you?
That's one way.
Yeah, or they just stop taking contracts, I think. I mean, I know someone who did that, or like just sometimes takes contracts, but basically is emeritus, as it were.
Fascinating. Fascinating. The mysteries abound.
I would like to inspect the bundle.
There are a lot of active cases here, dating from 5 years ago to 50 years ago. Varek, one of them catches your eye. The paper is aged, decades old. There's a note scribbled in pencil in the margin. The main text says, quote, Denkmal Konzern, hereof commissions Nightborn Syndicate for one lethal strike-breaking. The Nightborn Syndicate shall, pursuant to prior covenant, be held harmless for the release of one deluge of Ekrim upon the gathered striking union workers at Denkmal Konzern 1 day hence. Denkmal Konzern shall be indemnified against all consequences therefrom. Pursuant to the Saint Lumiere Convention, any survivors of the initial deluge shall be left to their own recognizance. In witness whereof, Frank Camuso, Denkmal Konzern, and Carrie Adamic, Nightborn Syndicate. And I'm going to send that letter in the chat now so you guys can look at it. The note scribbled in the margin says, it's in a different font. It's in the same handwriting as wrote the letter to Yalotl Conahan from Horace Sullivan. So it's in that Horace Sullivan handwriting. And the note scribbled in the margin says, Carrie Adamic is dead. Never learned who this Nightborn Syndicate were or where they are. Trail has run cold. Leave case open because might learn organizer one day or connect with another killing.
So Varek immediately, his eyes pop open because he recognizes the name Carrie Adamic as that being his mother that he's learned in a previous adventure. So he's a bit puzzled about why his mother's name is appearing in this letter. I turn to my other, members and say, I don't know what this is about, but I think it might have to do with water, just because of the word deluge typically refers to a big amount of water, of like a flood, a rain, storm. So I don't know, maybe it could have something to do with water, but that's all I got from that.
No,
you guys...
No, please. Lia.
Do you
Friend
guys
Lia.
know? Yeah, okay. Thanks. Do you guys know these organizations? I mean, the Deluge... I mean, Ekrim is a place, right? It sounds like it would be a place. The Deluge of Ekrim is like... is like a natural disaster, I guess, but I don't know. Any of this sound familiar to any of you?
Unfortunately, my topological geography locations has been skewed. Unfortunately, because of the time hopping, as it were. Don't really know where anything really is anymore. For example, please. Please.
Rereading this, it sounds like someone has hired the Nightborn Syndicate to flood a location with a crime. It's like they're stomping out a union, maybe like a strike or something of union workers. So I guess at Dimcow Courtesan, it sounds like the Nightborn Syndicate was hired to kill a bunch of people for a client, is what it sounds like.
With the flood?
Of in crime. I don't know what that is.
Keeper, does that sound familiar at all? Deluge of Ekrim?
You know from your fellow fire-breathing kittens telling stories around the guild that they interfered with a strike-breaking murder of a lot of union workers by the Nightborn Syndicate recently. And Ekrim is like mercury, except really caustic. It'll burn you when it touches you. And there's a company, Denkmal Concern, that hired the Nightborn Syndicate to kill a lot of the workers who were dissatisfied because of the nature of the company. And that is in the episode... Let me get that name for you. Snap Back to Reality, where the company did it again recently and was thwarted by the fire-breathing kittens.
Okay.
Fascinating that this company is still in business. If this is...
They're not anymore after the fire-breathing kittens, but they did do it successfully at least one time in the past, is what we're learning right now.
Fantastic.
Okay. So yeah, Ekrim is not water at all, but this caustic mercury thing that's just really toxic.
Varek, how do you feel learning that your mother worked for the Nightborn Syndicate?
I feel conflicted. I don't know the extent to her involvement in the organization, and seeing her name being a witness of this, having some kind of hand in it, it doesn't sit right. It doesn't feel good. But it's important to get all the facts. So I'm going to keep my judgments and reservations until more information is discovered.
I mean, this thing is pretty fascinating. Do you think we should ask someone around here? I kind of look around. Is there anyone else besides us?
Nope.
Okay, well, there's
guys,
no one
I
here.
think we need to go find that sailor.
Very empty.
Okay.
Does that mean we should go find the sailor, guys?
Yeah.
Well, I know that you have said, Varek, that you are not the leader type, but you seem to have the most connection to all of this, and friend Lia and I are a little lost in the mercury, as it were. So I say we follows you. What do you think is best?
Oh man, Varek just is very uncomfortable at having all of this attention and leadership hoisted on upon him. So he gets a bit nervous. He gets a bit little antsy. But I don't know. I think the letter, one of the letters mentions a sailor, and in my mind, I guess that is what we should investigate. This other letter, we don't know what it's about. It's about seems like a contract to kill union workers, and then that other letter from Yolotl, we don't know who that is or who this Horus person is, but we do know that there's a sailor involved, and maybe we should go find him.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a sailor involved, and we will not immediately murder them.
That's right. Yeah, no immediate ending of lives.
So Varek, leader Varek, Has a ring to it. What is the signal for friend Lia and myself to murder said individual when it comes to that?
If I pull out my dagger, then that's your signal that we're gonna kill this guy. Or
I'm going
I
to
guess in
tell
this
you
case,
right now out of character, don't open that monkey's paw, man.
Would it be better if it was a gun? I realized that I have 3 guns and then my fist. So what if I just like pull out my 38 or something? And I don't know.
Absolutely. So, to clarify, when you pull out your gun, friend Lia and I will kill.
Yes.
Indiscriminately.
Whoever you're pointing your gun at, or which general direction you're looking. All of the above, everyone in the area.
This is why I shouldn't be the leader, because I can't think this far out. I'm used to working alone. Killing someone by myself is generally easier, but
that has not been my experience.
Okay, I'm only gonna take out my gun with this sailor. So, well, what if we're in a crowded marketplace, or if we're in a busy dock? I mean, I can't just wave a gun around. That would be irresponsible.
I mean, that
You know
will
what,
lead to
guys?
violence, though, and then that we will have to kill someone no matter what if you do that, probably. So, I mean,
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. If I think we should kill the guy, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna tap my nose, and that's the signal to gank him.
Gank them.
In
This is word for kill,
wipe
right?
out,
Okay.
whack.
Yeah.
Just it's over for this guy. That's the signal. Turn and nose tap. That's the signal.
okay.
No stop. Yes. We'll keep that in mind.
But it'll be on my right. No, it'll be on my right nostril. If it's on my left nostril, then no kill. That we,
Pulls that notepad, starts to list all of the clarifications and stipulations.
yes.
Maybe
Right
an entirely
nostril,
different symbol.
kill.
Yeah, maybe an entirely different symbol for no kill, because like a nostril tap could be just. I don't always know if it's left or right.
Well, Varek was kind of being a bit jokey on that one. He was being a bit humorous, but based on Kairos, he just no. It'll just be a nose tap. Nose tap, we kill him. If there is no nose tap, he's safe. He gets to live.
You got it.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nose tap, he gets whacked.
Yes. Oh man. So how do you guys think we should go about finding this guy?
Well,
I
I
mean,
guess
you're
we'd have to
the
go
assassin.
to. I mean, I guess we'd have to go to Coralshire, right, where he died.
We
Was
could.
that
Is that nearby? Did that not happen in like the city that the guild is in?
I'm gonna send a map now. Woo,
Yeah.
maps. Yeah, there's a map. I'm gonna send it, and you can see on this map that. There you go. There's a map. Copy, paste. There we go. So you guys are in New Thera, and you do see Coralshire on Saffron Bay, southeast of you. You're in the country of Uvesh. And south of Coralshire is the Tzu River, which sounds familiar. And there's a Tzu River delta with a swamp at the end of the Tzu River as it heads into the ocean.
How far away is Coralshire in terms of travel time for us?
You know, that's one of those questions that really depends on your travel time. I'm going to go with about one spoken word in our game time. You're there. Oh, wait, no, that's 2 words. You're there.
Okay. So guys, I guess are we in agreement that are we going to Coralshire?
Yes, I agree with leader Varek.
Yeah, that's our only lead.
Varek, like, holds his head in his hand, and is just, like, this is going to be this is going to be interesting. This is not entirely certain what's going to happen. Just exasperated a bit because of Kairos. But Varek likes you, Kairos.
Great.
It's like nice exasperated kind of thing.
Of course, I am unfortunately a little insane to pick up on social cues.
Right there with you, buddy.
Leads the way.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we're going to Coralshire.
You're there.
Oh, that was quick.
I was very quick.
Magic.
So I guess we have to do some investigating. We could go to the local police and ask them about the death, see if they know who the sailor was, and if we can get a possible last known location of this sailor, so we can pay him a little visit. Or we could go down to the docks and ask around. Those are the two ways I see us going forward in.
I see two possible. Well, I will ask a question to you, as you probably have a little bit more experience in this area. How much of a police state is this?
Coralshire is give me a second as I read it off to you. A town on the coast of Saffron Bay in Uvesh with townhouses, like rich people, like it's an academic town. There's college students, wealthy families. The police here have a light touch.
So unless little sailor man has a intensive criminal record in this sleepy town of the rich folks, probably better to just case it ourselves on the docks. See if he's on shore leave, as it were.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Tra-la-la-la-la. And I will start heading toward the docks, which is in the opposite direction that the docks is actually at and has to be corrected.
You might not be there. I want to say you're there, but I don't know if I can. Are you there?
Oh no, I whichever way the docks is at, Kairos just walks in the opposite direction and has to be corrected.
Varek will I will grab him by the shoulder and spin him back around and say, this way, buddy.
Thank you, leader Varek. Well done. Intuition is on point.
And I follow Varek.
Oh, gosh. Walking is so effective in this era.
So now that we're at the dock, I want to do some sort of perception thing. If I can perceive who is the boss, who is in charge of the docks, so I know who to talk to.
Yeah, roll a psychology check.
All right.
And it's our first roll of the game. Let's explain psychology. Woo! Varek has a 30, and then a half of 15, and a fifth of 6 in psychology. If you roll a 31 to 100, it means you fail. And if you roll a 30 and below, it means you succeed. And how good you succeed is based on those half and fifth categories. What's your number?
I rolled a 17.
A 17 is a regular success. Okay, so you see a... let me roll randomly for gender and species. Okay. All right. You see a giraffe lady on the docks organizing other people to direct cargo onto a boat. They seem like they're in charge.
Okay, so I would like to go up to this person and talk to them.
All right. So you see a giraffe lady. She is pointing to boxes and directing them on board. She says, No, not that box. That is to the other ship. That box, come on, please direct the cargo where it is supposed to go. Hey, passengers, line up. We have food for you. Come on board. Sit down. We will have the cargo loaded shortly and we will be off.
is this person we are looking for?
I guess I'm gonna go talk to this giraffe. Like, is she an actual giraffe, or is she just saying like as a metaphor for she's very tall?
I'm gonna say, picturing this now, giraffe-headed, normal body, kind of like the Taxi Cab anime that was really good. Where they were just like animal people. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna never talk to a giraffe lady before, but first time for everything. So I'm gonna go up to this giraffe lady, and I want to say to her, I heard there was a sailor involved and a death here. Where is that sailor? We need to talk to him.
Oh my goodness, that is horrible. Do you have any more details for me?
No, other than that he was walking, let's see, well, was he walking up a hill?
Ooh?
He was on the streets here in this town.
Who was?
A sailor, just like a sailor. We're looking for a sailor that may have been involved in a suspicious death.
Oh my goodness, who died?
Horace Sullivan, that's who died.
Horace Sullivan! He was scheduled to be on my ship 3 weeks ago and never sat down and ate some of the buffet. We had extra food. I did not know what had happened to him. That is terrible.
So you did know him?
Horace had booked a ticket on my ship to go to New Insera, but never showed.
Have there been any missing sailors or dockhands, anyone that usually works here but has not been to work or has not shown up? Anyone missing?
Well, this dock has dozens of boats and ships of all sizes. There are many sailors here, and they come and go very frequently from other countries, from other places abroad, around the world, really. So I cannot say if there are any missing, but I will say there are many sailors. And they have all different philosophies and attitudes. I am very sorry to hear that one was involved in Orlus's death. And you see that some of the boats are like from one country and some of the boats are like from another country, and there's people everywhere from all around the world. The traveling here is high. It's the docks.
So I kind of go up to the draft lady and I say, well, I mean, we don't know. The sailor was, that just was part of an incident. We don't know if it was definitely tied to his death or something, but we were wondering, maybe this will help us kind of find it out or track down the sailor that we're worried about. When was the last time you saw Horace Sullivan?
A little over 3 weeks ago, he booked a ticket on my ship to go to New Insera. He seemed very worried, anxious, sad, distraught, and nodding off, sleepy.
Was the ship going to leave the same day as he booked it? Like, was it kind of a last-minute booking?
He did book our next ship out, which was not that day.
Oh, okay. So you didn't see him since he booked it?
Yes, he booked the ticket, and then he never showed up.
Ah, I see. So that incident could have happened pretty much any day between when he booked it, when you last saw him, and then when he didn't show up. Which is between one day, I guess.
It is very sad to hear, especially a person of such renown, such as Horace. A famous adventurer like that has helped many people throughout the years. If they are on the case, you know it will be solved. Trustworthy, well-known, loved by all.
Do you happen to know anyone named Yolotl Conahan?
Oh, that is a very unusual name. Surely no one from Coralshire, this affluent area, names their child Yolotl. I know the new names are very strange nowadays, but they tend to end in like E, and Axton, Braxton, Maxton, Saxton, Paxton. Yolotl is strange.
Is she like telling? I feel like she's kind of dodging the answer.
See, I'm not getting good vibes from her either.
Yeah. Is there a way to like tell?
Psychology roll.
Both of us or one of us?
Both people can, and I forget there's Call of Cthulhu is a bit weird about the mechanics. I think, what was it? Only one person can. Let me check the rulebook real quick. There's a library example on what happens if multiple people are searching a library. Let me try to find it by searching for the word library. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. You guys, this rulebook has the word library a lot.
Yeah, understandable. What if we were to use
choice.
try to use different skills? Like if Leah were to try to gauge if she's telling the truth by a different way.
Ooh, can I
give
threaten
me
her?
1 second to find this exam. Sure, you can do whatever you want, but here
Yeah,
we
because
go.
I was thinking to use charm. Like I would kind of like look at her and just like she looks into these innocent, big, bright silver eyes. I want to try to use like my charm. Like, really? Are you sure? Because if it's such an unusual name, like, maybe you'd know of someone from such a long way away.
I actually found the example of how to do shared roles in Call of Cthulhu. It is on page 88. And I did find it with the word library, so that worked. Okay, so for example, in the library, you're in a public library, all the investigators are there. They want to conduct research, right? And they want to attempt a skill roll. Only one successful roll is required. So, like, but if you're, let's see, determining if someone is withholding information, everyone who is able to observe the subject may roll psychology. Only one successful roll is required. So you guys can all roll, and then we'll see who succeeds.
I rolled a 57.
On psychology, and your skill is a 30, so that is a fail.
32 and minus 10, so also fail.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, well, gosh. That is a critical success. Man, what do you say? Because you succeed. Whatever you say.
My question, though, this will dictate what Kairos says. Is she lying?
No. She really does think baby names nowadays, although strange, probably don't include Yolotl, so that indicates that Yolotl is not from Coralshire. In fact, she's judgy. She thinks it's a dumb name.
She just goes
So we have a prejudiced draft lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't like that name.
I mean, as a giraffe.
Ironic.
Yeah, as a giraffe lady, she looks down on a lot of people.
And then you succeed at whatever you're trying to do.
Yes. So as with my psychology roll, Kairos will just look over at his companions and go,
I do not mean to question you, leader Varek. This does not seem like this is the correct line of questioning. I don't think she knows anything about the axolotl character.
Well, I don't know what we should do then, because if you don't think she really knows anything, me threatening her isn't going to produce any different results either.
No, it probably would not do well to threaten her. Probably better not to say that you're going to threaten her in front of her. But again, you're the leader.
I think that was out of character.
I know. I'm absolutely being a dick.
No, but it would be totally Varek for him to say something in front of another person without even realizing that he shouldn't be saying something in front of someone. So that is totally believable for my character.
Was it in character?
No, it was not in character.
Okay.
But it could have gone either way for me, honestly.
Do you guys want
sounds
some
like-
GM mercy because the natural one got rolled?
If you
yes,
like,
I mean,
I have something that I would like to I would like to DM Mercy.
Oh, GM Mercy. Okay. All right. So
I am lost. I don't know.
Yeah. So you guys want to read the letter from Yolotl to... I feel like you missed that. I gave you all three at the same time, and you kind of just... Let's read that one again out loud. All right. I'm going to read that out loud. All right. So, all right. To Yolotl. I appreciate that you came to see me last week. It was very brave of you to journey through the Tzu swamp all on your own. I'm sorry, but I can't help after all. I had begun to do research on the incessant tom-tom beating, chanting, and dancing devil flames to narrow down what could be causing your village's women and children to go missing at night. But last night, I had the dream too, just as you had described. I'm afraid this is beyond my capabilities. I have booked a ticket on a ship to New Anthera, where I will bring your case before my former adventuring guild, the Firebreathing Kittens. If anyone can help, it would be them. There we go. GM Mercy, just reminding you guys about the clue I gave you.
So I know what it is we need to do. We need to go to the swamp. We need to go to the swamp.
Yay! Yes.
Out of curiosity, goodbye, Giraffe Lady. We have determined that you are no longer needed. Goodbye. Where would Horace's body be? Since we are already here and we are going to the swamp, probably to gain charter with the giraffe woman I have graciously dismissed. Where would the body be exactly?
Who are you asking?
My companions.
Okay.
What are you asking? Where the swamp is?
No,
where his body is, I think.
Where Horace's body would be. I'd like to investigate it.
I'm assuming the body would be with the police.
I hope so too. Can we make a quick pit stop? I have questions on the body.
You're there.
Sure.
You're in the coroner's office, standing over the body.
I have got to stop blinking. Next mutation.
Let's see. Can I use the... I want to examine the body, but I've got no skills whatsoever that would be at all. Like, I've got a 1% in medicine, so I don't know if that would not be realistic of achieving that. I would like to examine the body.
Okay, what skill would you like to use? Remember that you can use any skill at an increased difficulty level. So, like, if a normal number is 40, then at the increased difficulty to use the skill that's not applicable, you could use it at half of that, which would be 20, and that would be so half of 40 is 20. 20 would be required to use that skill for something that is not super related, and you just kind of like have to in story work in how that works. Like, well, this works because explain.
I don't have any skills that are high enough that would actually, I want to use my occult skill and see can I see if there's any like hoodoo magic lingering on the body?
Yeah, make that roll.
Okay.
I see that you have a 20 in occult, so that means you would need a 10 or lower to succeed.
Daggone, I got a 39.
Nope.
Oh, I see that you were thinking along the same lines as I would. I could investigate the body. As you know, I'm quite fluent in the genetic mutations of humanoids and how to manipulate them in grotesque ways.
For the listener, Kairos' occult is 95.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which puts your half number at
47.
Yeah.
So if I could lean into my anthropology to determine certain traits of the body, or I can...
and he just looks darkly at the body, and the facial features have not changed, just the weird catch of eye lights from this dimly lit morgue crosses, and there's just almost this too much like hungering eagerness that crosses his face momentarily, and says,
"It's just I just looking for traces. Yes, traces. Do you mind?"
I'm sorry, do you need us to turn away?
No, I was just asking your permission to proceed.
Oh, yes, you have my blessing.
Thank you, Lita Varek.
And you're everyone's choice: anthropology or occult.
It depends
say-
how you're doing it. So if you're doing occult, you'll get occult answers. If you're doing anthropology, you'll get anthropology answers. Do you want to know if the ancient, Cretan civilization was involved in this death? Or do you want to know if occult?
I think for ulterior reasons, he's going to go occult. That is a 21.
Can you say that to your mic?
Yes.
That is a 21.
A 21 is, just 3 away from your 5th value, which would have been an even better success. So that succeeds. You feel like the reason why there was no external mark of, a stab wound or something on this body is because they were killed by occult means. Yes.
You see Kairos. As he's staring at the body, almost longingly, just kind of walks over to the slab, places his fingertips on the temples of dead Horus. What does Horus look like, out of curiosity?
You tell me.
Horus is as a retired individual, looks to be his leg has been replaced at some point with a prosthetic. He's a larger man, but not fully obese. It just looks like he has led into a sedentary lifestyle slightly. There's definitely older muscle gone to seed. Big bushy beard seem to have come from money, or at least has come from lots of money from his expenditures and success within the guild. Right now, he just, even in repose, seems somewhat jolly. But as those fingertips of Kairos kind of place on the side, the thumbs on the temples, the fingers almost like cradling the rest of the face, he removes one hand, takes out a vial, looks at it in the light, pops the cork, takes half of it down, corks the rest, puts it back in the bag, and places the fingers back on the face. And even in death, the face grimaces, almost in pain, as the fingertips split open as tiny little cordyceps tendrils of fungi start to just drill into the body and wrap and cradle the brain cavity, and just starts delving and sensing out that magic. Kairos just exhales almost in ecstasy as he just wanders through.
Varek is going to turn around because he feels like he's about to vomit from what he is witnessing. And as he's doing it, he says, no offense to Kairos, as he turns around. So I have no idea. Varek will have no idea what's going on as this procedure is being done.
Yeah, Lia kind of as she sees that, her eyes go wide and she backs away. Kind of. Which doesn't say anything.
Do I know what kind of means that this man was killed? Sense of origin? Is there a familiarity?
Oh yes, there is a familiarity to this occult feel, and you would say that you've spent an immeasurable amount of time with the feel of I don't want to give anything away to the other players or you, but I will say, check mark.
That little moan and gasp of ecstasy that first comes out, there is a pause. And then there is a crack of the back. And Kairos' body, the fingertips still in the brain cavity. You just see Kairos' back snap backwards, crumple, and then puppet back. Bones reshaping. Head concave, almost like the bone of his skull just disappeared as it just reforms. And you just see death after death after death in just weird flickering light as Kairos's exhales and finally pulls out, leaving almost ripping away from the tendrils that are in his fingertips. Now his fingers flayed. He just backs away against the wall and just stares at the corpse, breathing heavily, and just in a random voice just says, "Creature, creature, oh, you feel like home. I don't want to go back home. I don't want to go back home. I don't want to go back home." And just over and over and over as the lighting in this area finally resettles. He passes out.
Lia looks at Varek, is just like, what was that?
I'm so glad I was not watching that. I'm gonna go and poke him with my foot. I just want to give him a little kick to see if he's still alive, and just be like, "You okay, buddy?"
I'm staying the heck away across the room.
Love that Marvel dichotomy humor of just like, it's like, whoa, God, that's so tragic. I don't know. Pizza's here. Oh, better back away. This seems like
Like, Varek is just like that. He has seen some stuff in his life, but that might have been one of the most gruesome things that he has probably ever heard while he was. But I mean, yeah, he cares about his friends, so he's gonna make sure you're okay. May or may not vomit on you in the process, but we'll check to see if you're okay.
There's this moment where he just the touch of your boot rouses him more than the force of it. Almost like he is immediately in defensive mode, where he just, almost like a kicked dog that's just afraid of everything, just scrambles up, reaches for the bag, and just holds it at his chest. And Kairos just looks up at you and just goes, "Leader Varek, why am I on the ground? Why? Friend Lia, why are you over there in the corner? What's happening?"
Are you a necromancer?
No. I never took the stuff. Yes. This man was killed by dark magic. Cult-like magic, yes. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Like what you did?
Sorry?
Like what you just did?
No. I like I said before, he tries to get up, and as he's breathing, it's almost like he has like rows and rows of broken ribs, and he's like trying to take half breaths, and he just gets up, stretches. No, I don't know this magic. I used to. Trying to relearn. This era's magic is unfamiliar to me. No. The type of magic like I said before, I know ways to change the body and interact with it, and mutagens. Sometimes you just see these things, and they remind you of why you forgot them. But yes, this man was killed with magic, and I somewhat familiar with. I doubt what killed him. Something is wielding something else. Something that I feel like I know. But we are dealing with someone probably borrowing some type of power from things that they do not rightly understand or should have. So
I think the swamp might have answers that we are seeking, because one of the letters mentions that some strange activity is going down at the swamp. And I have a feeling it's not Shrek.
What's a Shrek?
Wrong universe. Sorry.
Happens to me all the time. Yes.
Sounds like the swamp is kind of doing some crazy stuff down there. So we gotta... I don't know. Varek is very trying to just ignore what happened. So... Because he hasn't spoken to you since you woke up. And he's just been kind of looking at you with like a mortified expression of like no concept of what just happened. And he kind of wants to ask you, but makes him uncomfortable trying to... Because you just met you, you know?
Of course.
Yeah,
yes.
and I'll just stay on like Varek's side and keep you in my peripheral vision. I don't say that in character. Lia kind of stands more closer to Varek and keeps you in her peripheral vision.
Yes. I agree.
But you are okay, right? Just you are...
Yes. I'm fine.
Okay.
I just sometimes I do things because I don't remember why I don't do them, and then I do them, and then I remember, and then I forget again. So I am.
That's
fine.
deep, bro.
Indeed, much like my appendages went into that man's skull.
Okay.
Here's what I will say about what I found out. This was not a full waste of time. I apologize if it may seem that way. Whatever kills this man is borrowing power from something that should not be known by us. And more importantly, they are being very callous with it. Not a scalpel, but with a mallet. And with mallets in this level of occult, well, let's just say that we will find signs of its manipulation. Be careful. Be careful that it's very easy to be sucked into the gravitational pull of such power.
It really is. Yeah, really is.
It sounds to me like we should go to the swamp.
Yes, indeed. We should.
You're there.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
I feel better after that amount of time from the swamp. Thank goodness that giraffe lady was so gracious in my callous speaking. I feel refreshed.
Cypress trees surround you. Ugly roots and malignant hanging nooses of Spanish moss beset you. Now and then, a pile of dank stones or fragment of a rotting wall hints at people who used to live here but are now dead, intensifying the feeling of depression which every malformed tree and every funguous islet combine to create. Please make a natural world roll to see how well this travel through wet, swampy forest is going for you.
Ooh, 22.
And your natural world is a 10, which makes that a failure.
Dang, I rolled a 12.
And your natural world is a 10, which makes that a failure.
And I rolled a 64.
We get caught in a bog and die.
Is nowhere near that. It's also 10.
Yeah, your natural world is also 10, which makes that a failure. You guys describe this miserable swamp travel for you. Like hours stretching into your first overnight together. There are mosquitoes. What tasks do you do to set up camp, get comfortable, and sleep that you fail at? Like you're not comfortable.
I have long flowing kind of clothes and like long hair, and things just keep on getting tangled in my hair and in my clothes, and my clothes are just completely like muddy and dragged backwards and torn, and I'm just so annoyed at it. Like her hair does keep on refreshing, but always with adjustments like every single time. So yeah, she is very much struggling, and also her she has like pretty skinny legs, so they'll go like pretty deep into the swamp. And I'm just like, this form is not suited to this, but I should keep it still.
There are times where Kairos is trudging along. Normally he has the right vial, mutagen for things like this, and when he goes to try and take a mutagen that gives him more of webbed feet that would act as snowshoes in this situation, he actually randomly increased his density by twice, which now every step he takes, he's just sinking almost to his chest in certain areas, and when he tries to pull out, it's like his whole body is just crushing through this soft brush that is slowing him down, and he is afraid to take another mutagen so quickly after such rapid usage, knowing the effects it might have on his body. And so he just trudges along, trying to help out his companions, trying to anchor himself in certain areas to where he can pull out friends through the muck, but otherwise is much more of a hindrance than a help.
For Varek, his boots are getting filled with mud. His cloak is getting dirty, and Varek hates being dirty. He hates feeling grimy. Is getting mud on his face, so he's just having an awful time, feeling just dirty and grimy and just disgusting.
Yeah, you are. And Lia, you feel like the darkness as the sun sets has a reddish glare to it, and the wind shifts and you hear a curdling shriek from far in the distance. And Kairos, you feel like you hear the muffled beat of tom-toms and chanting, faintly audible far, far ahead. And Varek... Wait, did I do Lia, Kairos, right? So far? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And Varek, you feel like out of the corner of your eye, when you're not looking, you see a dancing devil flame, as if your eye was playing tricks on you. They move around, but they aren't catching the cypress trees or the Spanish moss on fire. And you're all very uncomfortable in this swamp. And you go to sleep for the night. Everyone's eyes close. You drift to sleep. Your dream lifts you above these cypress trees. You float. You fly high above the swamp forest. The trees end, and water reflects the moon. The water is vast, a huge lake. Pristine, uncut trees all around, as if this hidden lake has never been glimpsed by mortal sight, as if the lake has been here since before people settled here, or before even the wholesome beasts and birds of the woods. There is no way the missing women and children are here. It feels like no one has been here since the dawn of time. It is pristine. You drift closer to the water's edge, lowering from the flying height into a reed bed. Feet touching upon the water, reeds tall beside you. Then your feet drop down 3 inches in dream form to where water meets the earth. As your foot passes through the water to rest on the damp mud below, you realize you got too close. You feel watched. You're not alone. Suddenly, the ground is gone beneath you, and plunging into the water, you can't feel a bottom down there. Your head in dream form passes underneath the surface and you go up for air, gasping. It's as if you are in the middle of the lake. What are each of your dexterity scores?
55.
Me too, also 55.
40.
Okay, so I don't know what to do when there's a tie, and consulting the rulebook would take too long, so I'm just going to go with, it's my first time being a keeper in this game, and I'm just going to have you guys both roll, and whoever fails your dexterity check goes second. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I rolled a 5.
Oh, it's very good. That's in your 5th and better, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 97.
Well, all right, we know who's going, so Leah goes first. Leah, you are first, and this is going to just sort of be the turn order. This is how turn order is determined in Call of Cthulhu. It's by dexterity, so it's Lia, then Varek, then Kairos. You said 40, right, Kairos, for dexterity?
Yes, I did.
Great. Okay.
This is like some like Nightmare on Elm Street type thing, right? Like fighting in a dream?
Yes, you're asleep.
Heck yeah.
Everyone, this is your turn order in combats and chases in Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu has chase mechanics. We are going to use them now. You are all in location 1, the lake edge / in lake. What are each of your base movement speeds in dexterity order? And that would mean, Leah, what's your base movement speed?
9.
Varek, what's your base movement speed?
8.
Kairos, what's your base movement speed?
I'm not seeing that on my character sheet. Oh,
Pretty
wait,
sure
no,
it's
move.
3.
Yep, it's 3.
Yeah. Okay. Next, let's determine your working movement for each round of this chase. It might be higher or lower than your base movement. Everyone please make a Constitution roll because you're on foot to test your physical condition and endurance. Probably not great after the swamp. On a success, there's no change to your move rating for the duration of this chase. On an extreme success, which I think is what they call the 5th, right? Yeah, okay. On an extreme success, you get +1 to your move rating for the duration of this chase. And on a failure, you get a -1 to your move rating for the duration of this chase. What are each of your Constitution rolls and resulting movements in dexterity order? So we'll go with Leah first.
Okay, so my constitution is 60 and I rolled a 51.
Oh, okay. So that was a normal success. There's no change to your movement rating. You're already super fast. Varek,
My Constitution is 40, and I rolled an 8.
is that an extreme success? Let me check your...
My 5th is an 8.
Okay, that is an extreme success. You get a +1. So your movement is now?
9.
Oh, matching Leah. And Kairos, what was your result?
Quick question.
Yeah.
So this is a dream space, which means I have none of my normal utilities on hand, since I am basically in astral form, correct?
I mean, I'm not sure what the question is. Your Constitution is 50, so you're gonna roll a dice. Are you?
No,
what's the question
I
here?
I roll the dice. I guess my question is, how can we normally augment rolls? So like Dungeons and Dragons has advantage and disadvantage versus
You can push a roll. Yeah, so in Call of Cthulhu, you can always push a roll. You just have to offer up something to the keeper for what happens when you fail. So if you roll and you fail, you can be like, I would like to offer up a hit point or a... I think I have a list of examples before the game that I sent you guys. My equipment breaks. I lose access to this equipment, or so and so. You make an offer, and then you roll again. And if you fail a second time, that thing happens.
Gotcha. So that is basically my question. If we are in this astral space, I can offer up basically. I take my mutagens, which has adverse effects on my body, to try and get me to roll. But if we're in astral form, or
you can absolutely, yeah, because those are the mechanics of the game. Absolutely. You can always use the mechanics of the game.
Okay. I will not push for now, but I got a 63.
Okay, well then, because you failed, according to the mechanics, a failure gets you a -1 move rating for the duration of this chase. So what's your actual movement?
2.
Yeah.
Whoa. Boy.
So
you don't need to run faster than whatever's chasing us. Just me.
You just need to run faster than Kairos. All right. So each character gets a number of movement actions per round. Movement actions are used to move from one location to the next. They're used to attack. They're used to interact with objects. Sort of think of them like actions in D&D. You can move, you can attack, you can... Movement actions in Call of Cthulhu. Faster characters get more movement actions each round than slower characters. Every character and vehicle gets one movement action by default. To this is added the difference between their movement rating and the movement rating of the slowest participant in the chase, which is Kairos at 2. So Lia and Varek both have a difference between 9 and 2 of 7. So therefore you have 7 movement actions to Kairos' 1. Yeah. So yeah. All right, next up. If the pursuer's adjusted movement rating is equal to or greater than that of the fleeing character, a chase is established and the chase rules are brought into play. Kairos, it's indeed chasing you. Success. We have a chase. Lia and Varek might have run away. No. But anyway, the pursuer is always 2 locations behind, regardless of how the chase started or anybody's initial movement speed. So 2 locations. This short range serves to focus play on the exciting part of the chase. Get a blank character sheet or a blank sheet of paper or whiteboard. Draw a line of dots half an inch apart. Each dot represents 1 location. Label the first dot with a letter representing the pursuer. Then write a letter for the fleeing character 2 dots on from the pursuer. As characters move, simply cross out their marker and draw it on its new position. So there will be a problem in between each of these locations, and you can use your movement action to be like, I'm going to move 1 forward with this 1 movement action. So Lia and Varek could theoretically move 7 dots away from you and leave you to this thing if that is how they want to roleplay this game, which is a cooperative role-playing game. All right. So we're gonna start. Locations divide the chase into narrative chunks rather than a set physical distance. We're gonna start with our starting location. Each of you have your head at water level. The lake heaves before you, rising in a dome like a volcano. The surface splits, and a huge, formless white polypus thing stares at you with luminous eyes. Up in the sky, winged devils perform what can only be described as synchronized swimming in the air, worshipping around the central point of the white polypus thing. Its luminous eyes swivel, rotate, turn to shine a red light upon you, investigators. It's like being caught in a flashlight beam. The bat-winged devils high in the air beat their bat wings with the sound of a flag flapping from a flagpole, canvas beating in the wind. They gather and point at you angrily and flap your way. They start 2 locations away from you in the air by the mechanics of Call of Cthulhu, but they'll be here soon. Everyone, roll your swim skill to start moving toward the shore. And we're going to announce our results in dexterity order.
I got 80. My swim is only a 20?
Your swim is 20, so that is a fail. Here's what happens when you fail. So, in Call of Cthulhu, a failure means that you roll a d3, which is a d6 divided by 2, which means a 1 and a 2 on the d6 are 1, a 3 and a 4 on the d6 are 2, and a 5 and a 6 on the d6 are 3. So go ahead and roll a d3 and lose that much of movement.
I rolled a 5, so that means 3, right?
Yes, so you go down from 7 to 4. You can try 4 more times.
Wait, oh, right, 7 movement actions.
Well, 3 more times. You used 1. Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay. to do the D3, like the swimming?
The swim test. Yeah.
Okay, so roll again?
Yeah, roll that swim skill again. And you can also use your actions to help other people.
Oh boy. I rolled a 91.
Okay, another fail. Roll a d3, and you lose that many movement points.
Another 3.
Welcome to the club.
So am I out of the water yet?
No, you've failed twice, so you flail and sink in the water. You sink below the surface. Your arms will struggle and you'll kick to try to get air next turn. Keep in mind, everybody, that when these rolls to lose movement, if you lose more movement points than you have, the debt carries over to the next round. So next in the dexterity order is Varek. You're going to use 1 movement point too.
Swim to shore, but I rolled a 93.
Okay, that's a failure. Go ahead and roll 1d3.
All right. That is a 2.
So subtract off the movement points. How many are you at left, and what do you do now?
I'm at 7. So you said that we can use our turn to help someone. I would like to go and try to pull Lia out of the water.
Okay, roll a swim test to see if you can.
All right. Let's see. I rolled an 11.
Hey, that passes.
Right.
Your swim skill is 20,
20, I'm
which
sorry.
makes your 10 at half, so that's a regular success. Okay. You have helped Lia.
Yeah, she feels unusually heavy. Like you almost like struggle to like pull her out, but then she starts like swimming and then like she starts like, flailing but productively, and then you can pull her out, I guess.
Kairos, you're up. What's your swim check?
I rolled a 5.
Whoa. Your swim skill being a 20, a 5 beats that middle category. It beats half. It doesn't quite go into 5th territory, but it's very good. Yeah, you swim with amazing grace. Like a butterfly stroke or something, like really skilled like that. And you guys are all on the edge of the shore. Wonderful. You feel like your pursuers have, 1 second here, gotten a lot closer to you in the air. They are, you guys seen the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're coming for you. Location 2. Tall white reeds close around you like ribs. Oh, I didn't ask, Varek, if you were going to keep going, because you had more movement points left.
I don't want to leave my fellow members behind.
Okay. I will allow you to keep your movement points for the next round, because I have moved on to the next location, but like so move those, you had 5 left, move those 5 forward.
7.
You started with 7, you used 2, right?
No, I started with 9, and I lost 2.
You lost 2, you used the 3rd one to help Lia, so
Oh,
you're down to
okay,
6.
so I'm at 6.
So move those 6 forward. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
Bad keeping. Keeping is like game mastering in Call of Cthulhu. Okay. And then you'll be just dragging Lia and Kairos.
Just dragging her along.
Who knows? All right. Location 2. Tall white reeds close around you like ribs. In unison, the cattail seeds burst, filling the air with choking spores. Everyone, please roll for natural world.
We're great with those, we have just discovered. Ooh.
Lia, what's your result?
27.
Okay, so you've used 1 movement point to try to overcome this cattail challenge. Your 27 does not succeed because you all have a 10 in natural world, as we've established before. What do you do?
Yeah.
You have
How many actions do I have
7.
left?
You have 7 per turn. So you have 6 left.
Okay.
But you do have to roll a d3 to because you failed to remove. Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 4 on d3, which would be a 2. So, yeah. So I minus 2 actions, and now I have 4 actions left. So I used 1 to do natural world. I lost 2.
Yes.
And what was the natural world for?
The cattails have exploded in unison, filling the air with choking spores.
Yeah, no. So seeing that she clearly cannot swim, and the air is now, oh boy, but I'm trying to figure this out.
Before you were in deep water, and now you are able to stand. But as you stand, the cattails are as tall as you are, and they have filled the air with choking cattail pollen. Just watch a video on person bites cattail. This is, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I want to be taller than the cattails, so I make sure I'm like at a safe distance from Varek before I do this. But I turn into a gigantic blue dragon, like 30 feet tall, 40 feet, 60 feet wide, wingspan like 60 feet. And now, does that cost 1 action?
I'm going to say yes. That makes sense, right?
Okay. So yeah, now I'm like way taller than the cattails. Are the cattails still a bother?
Mechanically, yes. I'm just marveling at these cattails.
They're gigantic, like they're as tall. Oh man.
Yeah, so what we agreed on before the game was that you get what is that thing called? It's your size, but it has a special name in Call of Cthulhu. Build. You have the build of basically like not quite a blue whale, but like a 18-wheeler.
18-wheeler. Yes. Yeah, that would be 9. Build 9.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah.
She's gigantic.
But I don't think it lets you overcome, like it doesn't let you auto pass at challenges, but you do have a bigger build now. Your build is like, what was it, 8?
No, it was 0.
Well, human build is 0. Now it's like 8-ish, or I don't know, 7.
I think it's 9.
9, yeah. So basically you can carry Varek and Kairos if you need to.
Yeah, and the main reason was so I could fly and like also carry them if I need to. And because in character she thought that she could just be taller than them and it's no problem.
Yeah, well, mechanically, so flavor versus mechanics in Firebreathing Kittens. Mm-hmm. You have the flavor of the dragon, but it doesn't let you auto beat the game. Yeah. Yeah, so this is, the cat's tails are still a problem, but you are a dragon now. Dragons also breathe, though, I think.
Yep. But she thinks this will give her an advantage. Okay, so now I have 3 actions left.
If you would like to use your movement to get above the cattails, I mean... it's a good question. Flying does kind of mechanically break the game. To give you a small peek into what the future challenges were, it involved the mud and the roots and jumping. So I'm going to go with, can you describe why your dragon can't fly?
Well, it could be because the swamp is pulling her down. Because like there is like these weird all these weird things happening. So she is still way too heavy and sinking down into the mud, and like her wings are like have you ever seen a bird in water, like an osprey in water or an eagle? Like they cannot fly for the life of them. So that's basically what's going on.
Oh goodness, that's dramatic. Oh gosh, I can picture that a lot. I feel bad for you. Oh.
Yeah, just like a bird, but a gigantic 60-foot one.
Your poor wings. Oh, yeah. Okay. The struggle is real. Okay.
Yeah. So I can't fly, but I still have 3 actions left, right?
Yes, 3 movement actions.
Okay. So I took a little bit of distance from Varek. That could be one of them. So I have 2 actions left. Where are Varek and Kairos right now? Like in relation to me?
They're with you in the reeds.
I see. Because like I want to try to help them somehow, but I don't know how. Like either I want to because I don't know how mechanically that would work. Either I can tell them like hop on so they can get on my back so they're out of the swamp, or like I could try to shelter them with a wing. Because
so chases in Call of Cthulhu are different locations with challenges in between them, and you have to realistically overcome the challenges somehow. So if you want to carry them and try to so the idea is cattails are currently the problem. You can't breathe. So you're running. It's not a distance thing, right? It's not like if you go 10 feet further, you'll be past the cattails. This is a large area of cattails. It doesn't matter how far you go. Mm-hmm. These cattails are like huge, and the problem is the cattails themselves. So if you want to solve that somehow, the idea is choking is the problem. Your lungs are full of cotton. What do you do about that to make that not a problem?
Do we still have
I
our
have an
weapons?
idea. Yeah, exactly.
This is like a skill challenge in Dungeons and Dragons. You're going to use from your skill list. Pick a skill.
I was say she's got a flamethrower, man. She can just light all that on fire, man. I wasn't sure she could do that.
That's like literally what I was just thinking. Like, could I try to use flamethrower to clear some of them away?
Oh, your flamethrower is a 50. I see on your character sheet. Yeah. Okay. Use your flamethrower skill.
I was just picturing her punching a bunch of cattails, brawling.
I mean, I could use my claws and it would be a better success probably, but I want to use my flamethrower because, like, hell yeah, I'm going to light it all on fire. Like, player is a pyro, huge pyro. I got a 21. Which
you
would
got
be,
a 21, and your flamethrower, that beats a half, so it's very good. I think they're all the same with Chase. I don't know. Again, first time keeping, but I think all the levels of success are the same on Chases. I don't know. Anyway, so you succeed, and you are moving on to location 3. Good job. So you used your movement action movement action to move to location 3, and the flamethrower has helped, I would say, your friends as well. They're not at location 3, but they don't have to fight the cattails. So location 3, Lia is there. How many movement points do you have left?
I believe 1. Yeah,
Okay.
I have 1 movement point left.
All right. Cypress roots rise, a root labyrinth like grasping hands. As a dragon, this is harder for you because the trees are probably closer together than 60 feet. So you should dodge, make a dodge roll to see how much forward progress you make getting through these cypress trees.
57, and my dodge is a 52.
So with a failure, go ahead. Ooh, this is a dangerous place to make a failure. Roll a
Oh boy.
D3.
Oh no. I rolled a 3, which is a 2 on a D3, right? Yeah.
Yes. So 2 points fewer in your next round. So you had 7, you're going to have 5 next round. Varek, we're on to you. The cattails are no longer a problem because Lia has exhausted all of their hit points with her flamethrower. If you spend 1 movement point, you'll get to location 3.
Sweet, I will do that. Do I still need to share with you what I rolled? Or is that irrelevant?
There is no roll because you just moved. There are
Excellent.
no cattails. Yes.
So I'm at 5 movement points now.
Well, so remember how they carried forward from the last round? So you started at 7, and you have the extra from last round of 5, so you're at 7 plus 5, 12.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, 12.
Because I wanted to be a fair keeper and not take your points from you. Okay. Cypress roots rise, a root labyrinth like grasping hands. Make a dodge roll to see how much forward progress you make dodging these roots.
All right, I rolled an 80 against my 42.
That's a failure. Lose 1d6 of dexterity as you sprain an ankle taking a circuitous path around these roots, and lose 1d3 of movement points.
So I rolled a 5 on the d6.
That's 3. So you went from 12 to 11 doing the thing, and then 10, 9, 8 from the failure. So you're at 7 movement points. What do you, and you
Alright.
lost 1d6 dexterity. What do you do now?
I guess I'm on the ground. I'm assuming I got hit by these roots.
You sprained an ankle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still on the ground and clutching my ankle in pain. So you said with the dex, do I have to take off any points of my dexterity? Oh,
Yes, a d6.
so my dexterity goes from a 55 to a 53 because I just rolled a 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I will continue forward. I want to try to find a way out of this labyrinth.
Make a dodge roll to see how much forward progress you make dodging these roots.
All right. So I rolled a 76.
Okay.
Man.
Again, you fail, so roll a d3 and lose that many movement points. You were at 7, so you are now at...
I rolled a 1 on the D3, so I'm at 6.
Great. You want to try again? Roll another dodge.
I will keep going. I will keep dodging. I will spend all of my points if I need to. I rolled a 95. So.
You know, in other games, you'd be doing amazing.
So you spent 1 movement point for that, and now you've lost this many movement points?
3. I just rolled a 3 on the D3, so I'm at 2. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see what the others do.
Okay. I don't know if you can do that. I think you have to spend all your movement points on your turn.
I have to spend. I will go again. I will do it again. An 83. So, man. So do I spend 1?
Please roll a d3 and you lose that many movement points. You have 1 currently, so you rolled
I rolled a 3. So I'm at -1, so that carries over to the next round?
Yes, so you'll start next round with 6.
6.
And Kairos, with this amazing chase and you guys struggling to get through the lake, we're going to go to break.
Oh.
So joining us for part 1 were Lia.
Oh man, turns out being a gigantic, powerful creature is actually a drawback. Player loves this. Character is like, why?
Varek.
For being an assassin, I sure do suck at dodging things that are coming my way.
And Kairos.
You know, oddly enough, I figured my friends would be far faster than me, but we're keeping pace quite well.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
It's the mid-episode break. Did you know we don't pay to advertise this show? So the only way we can grow is if you tell someone about us. Sharing it with them would help us. Thank you.
Today's mid-episode shout-out is, quote, "From all of us to our Musketeers coach, Andre. You pushing us beyond our limits to achieve our goals. Your motivation is priceless," end quote. Is there an episode of Firebreathing Kittens that would make someone you know smile? Telling them about it would help us. Thank you.
Lia.
Hi, I'm actually a dragon.
Varek.
Yes, I am still here, suffering in the mud with a sprained ankle.
And Kairos.
Well, I think I had a dream about this one time. It was unpleasant.
Take it away, Kairos, with our recap of part 1.
Yes, well, we started in the Firebreathing Guild, where we all introduced ourselves in a matter of way. We elected Varek as leader, as he is the most trustworthy and has most backstory tied to this adventure. We quickly made our way to Koroshire, as that was the last known location of Mr. Horace, who had died under mysterious means, who we are going to investigate some sort of missing children and women out of a certain area of, I believe, the Sioux Swamp. As we head back to Koroshire, investigating and interrogating a very important character with a giraffe head. We made our way to the morgue of said police station, did a little bit of investigation of the body and figure out the means of death. I blacked out for a moment and woke up to the horrified looks of my companions' faces. I probably did some weird body dysmorphia things where I may have been invasive with corpse. We then made our way to the swamp, where we maybe mildly had trouble traversing. We had bunkered down for the night, went and had some very awful dreams, where we awoke to then be hunted down by some hellish denizens surrounding a very corpulent-looking thing. We are now on the run, where we have, well, we're doing our best.
You wish you could wake up, but you're actually still asleep. And it's your turn, Kairos. You are in the tall white reeds, which close around you like ribs. Their cattail seeds filled the air with choking spores. Your lungs were filling with reed cotton when your friend, Lia, blasted them all away with a flamethrower breath and turned into a dragon.
Interesting. Well, I suppose Kairos will go ahead and trail behind his companions, who have blazed away forward, literally.
Indeed. Do you spend 1 movement point to go to location 3?
Yep. Doot.
Cypress roots rise. Wait, you only have 1 location point, or do you have 2?
I have a move of 3, so I think I only have 1 movement point.
Okay, well then you're there. You're in location 3. Next up is one movement. You did it. Okay, good job. Yeah, so next up is the flying bat-winged devils. They close in upon location 2 and rip the reeds apart, beating they're almost rib-like, beating the rib bones with the rib bones that they're holding, looking for you in the reeds. They're very close to you, Kairos. And we're back to Lia. Lia, you and your friends are in the cypress roots, a root labyrinth like grasping hands, Make a dodge roll to see how much forward progress you make dodging these routes.
So is this gonna... So I think I had five actions, right? Because I failed my last one. Does this count as one of them?
Yes.
Okay. 97.
Oh,
That's bad. Please take a d6 of dexterity loss as you are... cypress treed? Is that a verb?
Can be.
Yeah, I guess it can, like, tear away at her wings a bit.
Oh.
So I took 4. So I'm at 54 right now. Sorry, no, 50. 51. I can not do math, apparently. So my dexterity is 51. And then I lose 2 actions.
Roll a d3, and that if you rolled that you lose 2, then you do, but it's up to you what you roll.
Oh, I rolled a 2, which means I only lose 1.
So you spent 1 to try to get through and failed, and you lost 1 from your failure. So you have 3 left?
Yeah, I think so. So then, yeah, that would be 3. So do I have to? Well, I mean, I'm gonna try to fire breath them again. They're wood. It's flammable.
When you have a hammer, every problem is a nail. Let's see it.
It's flammable stuff. I'm a dragon. I'm gonna. Ooh, I got a 5, and my extreme is a 10.
Trailblazing Lia. That's who you are.
Just like, you see, just like jets of like, she's obviously like irritated, and she's like, she's just jets of blue flame go out of her, and she like swings her head from side to side and just eradicates most of them, apparently.
You arrive at location 4, and you have 2 left. Sinking ground. This earth is too soft. Every step pulls back at your foot. To lift your feet takes so much strength. Roll against your strength stat.
Okay, thankfully this is actually good. Oh, I got a 43 and my strength is a 70.
You pass. You proceed. You make it to location 5. How many movement actions do you have left?
1.
Okay, I don't think Lia is going to be the one that gets torn apart by bat-winged demons.
Okay.
We're at location 5. Solid ground comes with unnatural cave openings, like gashes in the earth beneath you, crevices kept strangely dry. You hear the sound of a flag flapping from a flagpole, fabric beating in the wind. But there is no flagpole, and in the crevice there is no wind. Bat-winged devils are flapping deep within these caverns, deep in the inner earth. Roll an occult check as you see these startling creatures. You're like watching them flap around.
Me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 65, and my occult is 5. So I fail.
Failure. You have no idea what these are, but you'll never forget them. Lose 1d3 of movement. And this was your last movement point, so this is kind of like subtracting from your next round. Ooh.
Next round. Okay, so I rolled a 5, so that's 3 points. So I lose 3 points, or I lose 2 points?
A 5 means you lose 3 points of movement.
Okay, so that will... So all 3 of them I lose from the next turn? Yeah, I guess, yeah, because that was my last.
You go down from 7 to 4.
All right. That's my turn.
Varek.
So am I able just to use 1 movement point to move forward since she's blown them all to smithereens, all the trees? Yep. All right, I will do that then. Yeah, I'm just going to waltz on through. And then now I'm in that sinking pit, right? After I waltz through the trees.
Roll against your strength stat as every step pulls back at your foot to see if you lift your feet.
All right, I rolled a 54 against my 40.
Okay, so you spent 1 to move forward, and you spent 1 failing your strength check. How many movement points do you have left?
4 after a D3, 2.
Okay. Would you like to try again?
I would like to try again. I guess hopefully if it beats drowning in some mud, right?
A tree.
So let's see. Dang it! I rolled a 43. Man. All right. Well, so that's 1, and then roll a D3, a 1. So I'm at 0 movement points exactly.
That is an ideal way to go into the next round.
So I'm at a 6, right? That's what I started with. I think that's what it was. Either 6 or I think it was 6.
7 movement points each round. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You and Lia. All right.
So am I just slowly going deeper while the others are doing their turns?
Yeah. Quicksand
right.
style.
Yeah.
Kairos.
So just to clarify one thing, so my move is 3, but there is something that's bringing it down to 1, correct?
In the beginning of the chase, we talked about the mechanics of chases, how everyone is centered around the person with the lowest movement points.
Yes.
That person is 1, and everyone else is the difference between that person and them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you rolled down 1, so you were at 2, so then the 9 minus 2 is 7 for everyone else.
Okay, gotcha. Then yeah, I will use my movement point to keep strolling along the burning wreckage that is this ecosystem.
You arrive at the sinking earth with Varek, and the bat-winged devils conclude that there is no one in the reeds. They fly towards the cypress roots, and they are now searching around the backs of cypress trees. There's a Star Wars movie that takes place in swamps where they're like hiding behind trees, and the bat-winged devils, if you can imagine that, are like, are they there? And they fly around. There's no one around that tree. Are they there? They fly and they check behind that tree. They're looking for you. They're coming. They're right behind you. Lia, solid ground, comes with unnatural cave openings like gashes in the earth. There's flapping creatures. Do you understand the creatures? Roll an occult check as you see these startling creatures flapping like bats inside their cave.
98.
Nope.
Oof.
You have no idea what these are, but you'll never forget them. Lose 1d3 of movement.
All right. I lose only 1 movement. I rolled 1. Okay, so now I have 3 actions?
Probably.
Okay.
You guys can keep track of your own movement actions, I'm sure.
All right.
I trust you.
Oh, actually, yeah, because I lose 1. I have 2, actually, because I guess the first one was making that check.
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, I have 2.
And you start the round with 7 minus the previous turn's debt.
Yeah, and I started with 4. Okay, so I have 2 left. Do I hear Varek struggling behind me?
That's up to Varek.
So Varek is playing it very cool. He doesn't like to be embarrassed around girls. If it was just Kairos, he would probably be a bit more, scared, but because there's a girl in the group, he's playing it cool. He's definitely scared, but you almost can't tell. So
okay, so I cannot hear you struggling behind me, and I think you're just like behind me and moving forward and stuff.
Yeah, it's like Varek is just like hitting the mud, trying to like just push himself out, but not too frantically as to come off as afraid.
Varek, your childish tantrums are not going to help.
Okay, so I do not know that you're struggling at night.
Yes, because Varek just thinks he's just kind of stuck there for the time being, and we're gonna look cool. He's gonna look cool, and he's gonna be chill. It's all right.
Okay, well, well, after Kairos says that temper tantrum, she does look around to see what her companions are doing, and she sees Varek in the mud. She's gonna try to use her last probably 2 actions to move back and then try to pull him out.
It's like if you see a kid in a sand pit, just hitting the sand just to watch it go up in the air. That's what Varek is doing in the mud pit. Just lightly hitting it, trying to seem cool,
Yeah, Lia doesn't care about how she's trying to. She sees that he's struggling. She is already kind of like irritated and everything. She's just gonna go and grab you with her front claws, and she's gonna grab Kairos too, and then try to move them forward.
Let's see that
do I
roll.
have to for strength or?
Yeah, roll against your strength stat to rip people out of the sinking ground.
Yay! I got a 31, and my strength is 70.
A dragon swoops out of the air. Describe that, Lia.
So then finally she kind of just, as you can imagine, a bird shaking its wings off with water. She shakes the mud off her wings. She flies up in the air and then swoops down and grabs you two, just pulls you out, and then like unceremoniously it just like flies back and gently sets you guys on the ground where she's at.
And Varek turns around and says to his members, says that's exactly how I planned for it to go. So
You just hear like a loud from Lia.
Exactly. It's exactly how it was planned. I foresaw that coming. So, just to seem cool, just to seem chill.
I'm sure you did, Varek. Yeah, that was like just a little bit of playing that you were doing, like a little human child. Like that's what you. Well, you're not a human, but you look like one.
That was a brilliant idea. Perfectly executed. One question, criticism. Why did we not do that from the beginning with the flying dragon?
Did you not see me? I could not fly. My wings were like stuck in the mud.
Oh, sorry. I was a little behind you a little bit, admittedly. Think it was a recap.
So you didn't feel the gigantic waves either. Well, that's nice. I guess you're so small. You get thrown around by them.
Well, I did not really swim through the lake because of my previous mutagen. I more or less walked on the bottom and then came out the other side.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Varek just feels very sad that you two have had such cool moments in these trials, and I have just been, I only succeeded at the water, but then I sprained my ankle at the roots. I fell in a giant pit of sand, so Varek is feeling a bit embarrassed next to you two as we reflect upon your successes.
Anyway, where are we now? What are these bat creatures?
It's Varek's turn. Let's see if he knows.
Oh, man. Yes. There we go. I rolled a 97.
You have no idea what these are, but you'll never forget them. Lose 1d3 of movement.
All right, I lost just 1. Excellent. I'm at 6. All right.
So you spent 1, you lost 1, you're down to 5 from 7. What do you do now?
I'm just going to keep going forward. You said there are some cave-like structures up ahead?
Yeah, make that occult check to see if you understand the creatures inside them.
All right. Again, a 69. That definitely did not work.
Nice.
Roll a d3 to see how many you lose.
2. So I think I'm at 4. Oh, I'm at 2? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm at 2.
Yeah, because you spend a point to make these occult rolls. Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. So I guess I can't. Can I just try again to see if I can just recognize these, or is it just capped at 1 per turn? Or
no, yes. Spend a movement point. Do a movement action.
I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. I really want to figure out what these monsters are. It's just really bothering me. An 18.
Ooh.
So that did work against my 20.
Shantak whispered in your ear. The flying creatures are called Shantak. Do a sanity roll.
And what do I roll for that? Just a D100?
Yes, your sanity is 50.
Yeah. I rolled a 36.
You pass. You lose no sanity as you understand that these are Shantak. Do you tell your friends?
Yeah, I'll tell Kairos and Lia that guys, these monsters are called Shantaks. Does that mean anything to you guys?
Make a sanity check. Both of you, Lia and Kairos.
Oh boy.
Well, if I think about it for a second,
28.
That passes, right? What's your sanity? It's got to be higher than a 28. Let's look it up. 60. Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine.
So
no sanity loss.
Is that against current sanity?
Yeah. Yours 45, right?
Yeah. So my current sanity is 45. I rolled 90. So I
fail. Okay. Lose 1d6 of sanity.
Oh no. 5. I lose 5 sanity. I have 40 left.
You lost 5?
Yes.
Okay, whenever you lose 5 sanity, I gotta check the rule book. Sanity. I'm sure that won't come up 100 times in the rule book. Sanity. Give me a sec, guys. There we go. It's a whole chapter. Okay. There was a thing about whenever you lose 5. So I think now that I'm on the page, if I search 5, this should probably find it.
84 references to the number 5.
It's on page 155, which is really not helping.
'Cause I know that you have to be I'd have to be at 9, like a fifth of your sanity to be insane.
Right.
But
But
I think
when you
5
lose
points.
5, right?
Yeah.
When you lose 5, something happened. And I forget what.
Is it like a psychotic break? Because I listened to that other Call of Cthulhu game and that's what it was.
Yeah, there's like a thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to try searching for lose 5 sanity. Did that work? Maybe I'll just Google it. Lose 5 sanity Call of Cthulhu.
I was actually just doing the same thing.
Yeah, that came right up. Okay, so you have to... your mind grasps the horrifying reality of what you just saw. This leads to temporary insanity. You have experienced a major emotional trauma. It triggers... basically, tell me about a memory that Lia has, that you've seen these before, or you understand what they are, you understand the crack in reality. Why is this emotionally traumatizing for you?
So, oh boy. So this kind of hinges off what she saw earlier with Kairos, because he reminded her of someone very, very, very much, who she very much has like a lot of emotional connection with. And this guy, he's summoned these things before in plenty.
Ooh.
To completely
Good.
destroy a village, and she's aided in the ritual basically. So she remembers doing that, and then she goes back to it, and now she's a bit confused because she thinks for a second that Kairos is the guy, but then she doesn't want to do what he wants. So she's like very, very confused, like a lot of cognitive dissonance happening. She just kind of like freezes and stares and kind of dissociates.
Please make an intelligence roll. Also,
Intelligence.
if one could give points of inspiration, I know other games do that. Good job tying that in with your previous... I won't ruin any details, but the fact that he had summoned these, that was really good. Good role-playing. Props.
Thank you. Also, I got a 67 for intelligence, and my intelligence is 40.
Yikes. Okay, that's a failed intelligence roll. I'm looking at the rules on page 155, and it says that if the... Oh, wait. Okay,
I think I'm
so
saying
it calls this perverse, and it's flipped directions. If the int roll succeeds, you recognize the full significance of what has been seen, but if you fail, the investigator represses the memory, a trick the mind uses to protect itself and does not become insane.
Okay, good, because like an insane dragon is not a good thing to have around.
You repress the memory.
So I'm not temporarily insane?
No.
Or am I still?
Yeah, the intelligence check was the right direction. I'm not even going to
Task
think about
failed
that. So
successfully.
Yeah.
It's exactly. It's a good thing when it's blissfully ignorant. That's what it is.
In Call of Cthulhu, that's what you want to be.
Yes.
Excellent. I love the tie back to he summons them. Okay. All right. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, and all of you now know the name Shantak, and you can now just spend 1 point to move on from this place. I forget whose turn it was. Do you guys remember?
It was
think
still
it was
mine
Varek?
because
Yeah.
I found out and I told them I still have 1 movement point left, so I will spend it to move forward.
Excellent. Okay. You find yourself at the cave opening, and you are spending this point now to try to leap across the narrow gap. Roll a jump check to get to the other side. The cave opening is probably narrow enough to leap across.
All right.
So I'm still a dragon. Oh, wait, is it?
Can jump.
Wait, is it Varek's
It's
turn?
Varek's turn, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I have no more movement points because I had 1.
You're spending this on your jump. This last point is on your jump. So in
Gotcha.
Call of Cthulhu, the challenges are between the locations, which is weird to think about.
I rolled a 73 against my 20 jump skill.
Okay, we're going to describe what happens to you later. You did not make it to the other side. Kairos, you have 1 point.
I suppose I'll just stroll on toward my next location.
And that is the jump.
My walking simulator game.
Please make a jump check to see if you can jump across. And Varek, you feel like is not going to make it.
Oh, instead of trying to use my turn to jump, may I try to save Varek?
Yes. And how this is going to be in game is that I want you both to reach the other side if this succeeds. So is this like a running leap, tackling Varek out of midair?
So this is something I've been thinking about since you mentioned that we're still dreaming. Kairos's grasp on reality is tenuous as it is. And with what he has seen that he has pushed deep into his brain does not remember what has happened to him at the tower, but his nervous system does, his core of his being does, the scars on his soul do. And if you would allow me, I would love to make an occult roll to basically glitch the Matrix.
Ooh. I mean, for a person who broke out of an infinite reality prison, I think that does make sense. You're in a reality prison. It's a dream. And it's not just a dream. It's a dream prison by something else. Yes. Let's see that occult roll.
Let's see here. Oh my goodness. That's a 13.
Ooh, and this is the one that you have a 95 in. So a 13 is in your 5th category. This is a whatever the best success thing is. Extreme success. Describe how you and Varek reached the other side. He was falling. He was plummeting into the Batwings, into the Shantak. But then,
Varek, as you're falling and looking up, you just see Kairos stroll up to the side, almost dreamily, looking down at you. And the world just slows around you. And maybe it's a play of the light, but the eyes are just these brilliant, bright, the irises just glow. The shock of white hair is just kind of flowing like bucks of wheat in a field. And you just hear a whisper in your mind as if Kairos is just inches away from your ear and just goes, Oh. I think I remember. And the whole world just glitches. And you're just standing on the other side. And Kairos is just standing over there, just perfectly postured, staring. A Cheshire-like smile on his face.
Varek will turn to you and that made him very uncomfortable because you weren't there, but he heard you. And so he just kind of just gives you like an awkward thumbs up, and a thanks, I guess. He's not entirely sure what just happened, and he might be a bit scarred now. He might be a little bit traumatized by the glitch that just happened because he's never experienced anything like that.
What glitch? You successfully jumped across. What glitch are you talking about? What do you mean?
Or honestly, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know.
Gaslighting.
Varek is just thinking to himself,
with the power of psychotic manipulation.
Varek is just thinking I was
gaslighting.
gonna fall in that crevice. I was just gonna die, and I'm just somehow on the other side. Oh, I don't know. Does Varek understand what happened, or I don't know how much of that Varek perceived, or if it was just like a snap, like I was in the air and then he's just on the other side.
If you'll permit me, Keeper.
Yeah. However you want to role play it, I mean, however you both feel comfortable role playing it.
It's like you live two lives, and one is quickly fading away like a dream.
That brings some comfort to Varek. His narrow escape of death is quietly fading.
But I believe that's my move.
That's your move. It's funny, even with one move, you're really contributing to the chase. All right, the bat-winged creatures, the Shantax, have arrived at the sinking ground. The earth is soft. Every step pulls back at your feet. But they they pass over this area quickly, and they are right on Lia's dragon tail. You feel like they will catch up to you next round, that they are banking a burst of speed. There's a crevice. Can your mud-covered wings, can your body leap across this gap? Can dragon bodies leap? Let's find out. Please make a jump check to see if you can get across to the other side.
78. maybe the cave is too narrow.
Oh, and you're stuck? Your butt is hanging above these Shantax, and they might notice the tail swinging at the blocking out the light.
Her big dragon dump truck. she's just too dummy thick.
Oh.
The problem of every investigator in Call of Cthulhu is just I could have escaped the cultist, but too dummy thick.
Exactly.
Roll 1d3 of movement point loss and take 1d6 of damage.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, that tracks. Okay, so I started with 7 and 6, so then I rolled 5 on the 1d3, so that's okay. I'm down to 3. Down to 3 move. Okay, and then I roll 1d6 damage. I take 5 damage. Oh my god, that's like half my health. Almost. I am at 6 HP left.
Oh. That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the dragon form is no longer serving me, so I'm back to elf form. That's gonna be one of my actions. So I have 2 left. But I mean, okay. So I transform, and like half of me is stuck out of there, and then I manage to get across?
Very smart. You skip the jump check because this is just like, I mean, we've shown that this isn't physical reality with Kairos breaking it just now, but this just makes sense, right? Your hands are scrabbling in the opposite wall. You turn back into an elf. You're hanging on to the opposite wall.
Okay, so I'm still hanging on.
Well, you have passed the crevice problem. You are standing. You pull yourself up and you stand on the other side as an elf. Okay, so all 3 of you are on the other side. A sudden open space appears in the woods. You didn't see this when you were floating above the trees. Then the trees had been continuous. This clearing feels wrong. The light now looks red. You look up. Make a sanity roll as you look up and see the lake above you, as if you were looking down on it, but your feet are firmly on the ground. The luminous eyes of the formless white polypus things stare at you.
87.
Okay, so is that a failure? Yeah, probably.
That is a failure, because my sanity is 40.
Good to know. Okay. You're going to take 1d100 of sanity damage.
1d100?
Yay.
Oh, no. Okay, I rolled a 5. So I only take 5 points. That is so lucky.
You only take enough to crack and become temporarily insane. Make an intelligence check.
Oh, I got a 29. That's not good. to be smart.
Passes, so we will explain what happens to you in a second.
Okay.
What are Varek?
I rolled a 46 against my 50.
You passed the sanity check. You only take 1d10 of sanity damage.
1d10, and I rolled a 2.
You only take 2 sanity damage. Okay, and Kairos.
Oh, I'm with them. I'm
hold Varek to the other side of the crevice.
Okay, yeah. Then I rolled a 55.
Can you say that into the mic?
I rolled a 55.
Okay, is that lower than your sanity?
It is.
Okay, so you only take 1d10 of sanity damage.
9.
9. Okay, please make an intelligence saving throw.
That is 19.
19. That's lower. That's bad. Okay. So, got some... Varek, Your friends seem not well. They are going to halt for a second, and I'm going to, like, you know when someone's having a seizure and they don't move for, like, a good minute?
Yeah.
We're going to come back to what's happening in their head. But for now, we're going to have you look at the formless white polypus thing. Like the movie Inception, it's above your head. You're looking up into the ground. You're looking up into the lake. It has curved reality around, and there was no escaping it. Its movement speed was 100. So it reaches down to you, and your mind can't really understand what's happening as it's reaching up to you, it's reaching down to you. It touches you with its white polyp. Lose 3d10 constitution immediately.
Oh, man. I think I'd rather be insane. All right, 3d10. That is an 18.
The damage is permanent and will not heal normally. It takes the form of corrosion, withering, or corruption. Your choice. Describe your appearance loss.
Oh, what is this? What am I taking this away from? You said Constitution?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. 40. I gotta do some math here. 40 minus 18. What is that? 20? 22? I think I'm at 22?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right. And so you asked me to describe what that is doing to me?
Corrosion, withering, or corruption. Describe your appearance loss. You're much less beautiful now. How do you look different?
I will choose I don't know what any of those really do, but I'm just going to do corruption. What does that what does that mechanically mean?
You describe how you look bad now. You were pretty before. You didn't realize it, but compared to now, you were beautiful.
Okay. Well, my hair kind of shrivels up a bit. You know, my black hair just turns like a sickly, like bone white and slowly starts to fall off of my head. My face wrinkles, becomes like a pruny grape, and I have warts all over my face now. It's like it's as if I took toads and just put them on my face, like just warts kind of exploding all over my face. Grotesque.
Oh no. Yeah. And your friends. You two have experienced a temporary insanity, and basically what this means is that we're going to role play a little bit. You have emotional trauma. Both of you have emotional trauma, and normally you repress those memories. You are normally okay with what has happened in your past, and it allows you to function on a day-to-day basis. But seeing this thing is overwhelming, and you can no longer deal with everything, just it all. Everything. It's all too much. We're going to have about 2 minutes each of role-playing. Like, don't take too much time because we won't finish the game. But why is this bad for you to be overwhelmed?
Who starts?
You can go for it.
Okay. So basically, she is overwhelmed by the sheer size of this thing. Also, the thing that she saw earlier, she couldn't repress the memory anymore. When she is experiencing this, she misses her master, and it's something that she fights all the time, like her former master. And she goes like, "Master, where are you? I need you. Where are you? We're in this together." So like, she just completely forgets that she wanted to be like free. So she just like, "Where are you? I need you." And then she just like calls for him and tries to use like her bond to him that is like soul linked. And yeah, I mean, does she hear anything?
Yes. You hear him say, "Lia, there you are." And yeah, you feel like that wasn't a dream.
That was not a dream?
That was not a dream.
And I just look around and try to find him. Where is he?
Oh, you feel like he's definitely trying to find you too. And that will, don't worry, before the end of the adventure, we will, oh my goodness, the choice. This is a very good role-playing choice. It will, noted by your keeper. He heard you.
Yeah, totally not what she's trying to do, but she does not know anymore. She's like reverting to a previous self, basically.
In your moment of fear and weakness reaching out for him, he reached back
small comfort in that.
Kairos.
It was the moment where he saved Varek. It all rushed back to him. That former version of himself, the reason why a time version of him is hunting him. He's a danger. And in this moment, he felt like a god again. Just that unparalleled ability to just discern and confirm and decide who lives, who dies. It's a rush, just altering reality on a whim. It's so comforting, like a drug that you haven't used in so long, that needle hitting that vein perfectly. And then he looks up and he sees that creature. And the world, his vision, it just breaks and it flashes from where he is to nothing but that purple and black veined marble. And the creature just turns back into the creature and back again. And he remembers why he can't go home. Why he deserved to go home. I don't want to go back home. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sort of like placing a 1-800 call and you're like, would you choose to accept these charges? The answer has been yes for both of these players. As your call into the void and your temporary insanity has connected you. You're connected. That's not good, Kairos, and that's not good, Lia. So based upon the things that have happened, Kairos, you hear something pick up your call. And the white polypus thing does too. It was in the process of reaching out for you two with its white polypus extensions, but it pauses and everyone looks. The bat-winged creatures look, the polypus thing does, at something else. Kairos' call was answered. Lia, your call was answered. This thing is many-legged like a spider. A creature of many different eyes and sinewy flesh that connects all of its appendages. Energy cascades around and through the body of different vacuous holes that resemble that of black holes and beehives. It looks with one giant, massive reptilian eye. A massive lizard eye floating apart from its body tilts ahead, almost questioning, unblinking, the cornea and the iris itself warping in and out of itself as if a rejection of reality to contain it. The moment the white polypus thing sees this entity, its luminous eyes widen even further, and, just like that, it drops you. Like dropping a hot pan. You all wake up at the same time. Yay! Yay! The sun is not only up, it's almost setting again. And Varek, you touch your face. No warts.
Yes, I was just about to ask if I'm beautiful again. So.
Oh my god. I am starving. Oh, goodness gracious. What's the matter? You all look like, you look a little peaked.
I mean, I guess we were all... Do we all know that we were dreaming together, or do we just, like, waking up, how does that work for our characters? Like, do we remember what happened, or is it fading as we wake up?
It's up to your role-playing choice. Do you say out loud, oh my gosh, at that dream?
I'm going to say, guys, I had the weirdest dream, and don't want this to sound weird, but you guys were in it. And I don't know, I fell, I was ugly, it was a total nightmare. I don't know, did you guys have any weird dreams too? Or since we all seem to be affected somehow?
I'm just staring off into space. She just does not respond. You can't tell if she heard you or not.
Kairos?
No. Sleepless, dreamless. I feel very well rested. So, your derogatory statements of yourself in your dream, I am quite knowledge of the psychology of humanoids, and I do have opinions. And if you would wish to talk to me about it, my office hours are flexible. As I do have a 7D in psychology, for whatever that means.
Might take you up on that.
Well, yes, we seem to have overslept if I am looking at the sky up above. So, as we've all really have demonstrated to ourselves, we are not exactly the greatest at navigating the world. Could be nighttime, could be dusk, could be morning, for all I know. But I feel like we definitely overslept.
I think we should head deeper into the swamp. I'm kind of hoping we run into something, because I just have an itch to kill something. After that nightmare that I had, I got to work off some steam. I want to run into a monster.
Oh, if that is your... do you not want to kiss and investigate first?
You said, do I want to kiss? What?
It's exactly what I said. What? Do you want to investigate and kiss?
Investigate? Okay.
And kiss?
Oh!
Yes, exactly what I said. Kiss!
I might transform into someone else, because it would make that a bit less awkward. So I'll maybe we can revisit that later. Let's do the investigating first, and then see what happens later.
I go ahead and make a note in my notepad, noting that individual had to change into different person for sexual relations. We'll investigate this.
So
no, wait, you just say kiss.
I said case.
Did you say kiss or case? Okay, case. I'm gonna move on. You guys. All right. Okay. You're awake after your dream of the lake. You can feel the direction the lake is in. And you understand now why the forest around the lake is so pristine, so untouched. You understand that to go to the lake means you would die. The beat of the tom-tom drums are louder now.
Uh-oh.
Are you closer to them, or have they gotten louder? You're not sure, but you are sure which direction of the swampy woods they're coming from. The light in that direction is taking on a red glare, perhaps from the setting sun.
Guys, I think we should head in that direction.
Well, follow the leader. Yes?
Does that sound good to you, Lia? Or are you still distant?
For a second, yes, but then she gets stung by a mosquito and then she's like slaps it really hard and then she's like, huh? What?
Jots down notes.
You hear chanting, people rhythmically repeating words you can't understand. There are vocal qualities peculiar to men and vocal qualities peculiar to beasts, and it is terrible to hear the one when the source should yield the other. Animal fury and orgiastic license here whips the speakers to demonic heights by howls and squawking ecstasies that tear and reverberate through these nighted woods like pestilential tempests from the gulfs of hell.
I don't know if I really want to go in that direction anymore, guys. It seems pretty scary. That sounds
You're already there. You're already there.
Oh, no.
Having reached a spot where the trees are thinner, you come suddenly in sight of the spectacle itself. Everyone make a sanity check.
Oh, no.
For some reason, I don't feel as sane as I was before I fell asleep.
Yeah, I rolled a 58. My sanity is 35.
My goodness.
Okay.
Oh no.
Going crazy.
Lose 1d3 of sanity.
1d3, okay. I'm gonna lose just one, because I rolled a 2. Thank goodness.
Varek?
I rolled a 22 against my 48.
Great, don't lose any sanity. Kairos?
I rolled a 44 against my 51.
Great, you don't lose any sanity. In a natural glade of the swamp stands a grassy island of perhaps an acre's extent, clear of trees and tolerably dry. On this now leaps and twists a more indescribable horde of human abnormality than any but Syme or Angarola could paint. Void of clothing except for some who wear sailors' hats, This hybrid spawn are braying, bellowing, and writhing about a monstrous ring-shaped bonfire. There is space to stand within the ring of flames. Occasional rifts in the curtain of bonfire reveal an 8-foot-tall granite monolith, and, standing within the circle of flames alongside the granite monolith, a central figure directing the chanting. A wide circle of 10 regularly spaced scaffolds are set up, centered around the flame-girt monolith. From the scaffolds hang, head downward, oddly marred bodies, presumably of the helpless villagers who had disappeared. It is inside this circle of scaffolds that the ring of worshippers jumps and roars, the general direction of the mass motion being from left to right in endless bacchanal between the ring of dead bodies and the ring of fire.
So...
Do you want that in layman's terms?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Scaffold, bodies, hanging head down, dead. Dancers, clockwise, tom-tom drums, boop, 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 boop. Fire ring, inside the fire ring, 8-foot-tall granite thing, monolith, picture like the George Washington Memorial, big stone column, the obelisk, and then a person leading the chanting. Go.
Haven't we been trying to run away from this, but we somehow managed to get toward it? Is that what's going on here?
You guys did give me permission to bring you here. You said that you were heading towards the chanting and the tom-toms.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then that's when I said, when she described
and I
them,
said
I was
you were
like,
there.
I actually don't want to go. But
You're there. You're there.
I want to turn to Kairos and Lia and say, guys, I think we need to kill them. They got dead bodies. This is some cult thing going on. I think we've got all the information we need, and I think we could just go in there and take care of business and get out of the swamp. That's my professional opinion.
Well then,
Yeah, I just hope that nothing else comes.
well then,
Oh boy.
That was a quick investigating and casing. Well, macabre
when you see
humor
dead bodies.
in the face of overwhelming odds. I appreciate it. So, you are the assassin who can change their form at will. After you.
Yeah. I want to change into one of the, I want to pick out, one of the cult members or one of the people in the crowd, and I want to transform into them so that way I can sneak to the guy at top of the column and kill him. That's my goal. So, however, I don't know if we can, it's kind of what I'm aiming for.
Yes, you transform. Your fantasy race is a shapeshifter, so you shapeshift. Yeah. And the Deep One hybrid that you become is not a human. They are kind of, Kairos is kind of tentacled, but it's a little bit like that.
When I want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of tentacled. So everybody, did I have you roll a sanity check when you saw this?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you lost. Okay, good. Perfect. Yeah. So these are weird. Yeah. You could say that. And because of this, I'm going to give you, there's a thing in Call of Cthulhu where you get an extra dice. It's like a bonus dice. So you're going to roll, let me go to the rules for that. Bonus dice. So you're going to get a bonus dice on this stealth roll to stealth into the now they are within a circle of flame. So you can describe to me how you stealth your way through the scaffolds, through the dancers, through the circle of flame. Bonus dice. Looking that up now. Bonus dice and penalty dice. Okay. Got it. These are 3 separate dice, and you're going to roll an additional tens percentage dice alongside the usual pair of percentage dice. So this isn't changing like if you get an 83 or an 82. This is changing if you get a 20 or an 80. And you're going to keep the higher of the 2 percentile dice that you're going to roll right now, and then keep the normal tens dice.
So I roll 2
Wait.
So I roll a D100 twice and then a D10 once.
Oh, are you rolling like a literal D100?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Can someone else roll for... Actually, can you
I can
roll
do a D10. I can do...
Yeah. Yeah, roll a D10. So roll 2 D10s, and then you're going to take the higher one.
Wait,
Or
isn't it the
lower.
lower
I'm
one?
sorry. Lower.
Yeah.
Lower. This is
Okay, thank goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leah.
So I rolled a 7 and a 9.
Okay, so the 7 is lower and better, so you're going to keep the 7.
Okay.
So sorry, guys. I'm used to a high is good system.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got a 21 and a 1. A natural 1, 001.
Nice.
Are you stealthing too?
Oh, am I? Good question.
Okay, keep your roll. We're going to resolve Varek's roll. We're going to come back to you. All right. Varek, you rolled a 7 and a 9, so you
and a
keep the
9.
7. And then what's your ones place roll? Well, your
What should I roll
stealth
for
is
that?
60, so it doesn't really matter.
No, yeah, I failed that.
Okay. All right, so your stealth roll is going to fail. We're going to go in turn order because Leah's right. Leah goes first. Leah, what are you doing? You know that Varek is about to shape change into a tentacle thing and sneak in through the circle of flames and kill the chanter. What do you do, Leah?
You know what? So we're trying to kill him. I am going to cast Enthrall Victim on the leader. I'm going to try to catch his attention. I'm going to I'm going to dragon roar if I have to and say, hey, you!
Ooh, we get to see magic. Yes. Okay,
Yes.
so let's talk about the magic mechanics in Call of Cthulhu. I do want to see Varek get burned by the fire as you sneak through and yelp, but let's do this first. So magic, using magic. Okay, so can you read the exact spell details, please? The cost.
Ooh, that's not what. Okay, so the cost is 8 points of magic. I have 30 points of magic because I basically went to half my sanity in order to gain some magic points. And I'm gonna use them this game. So I have to take away 8 magic points. I also have to roll a 1d3 for sanity loss, and then I lose that many points of sanity. And the casting time is 1 full round of uninterrupted eye contact conversation. The victim has to make an opposed roll, power versus power. And my power versus their power. And basically what the spell does is it makes the creature stop what they're doing and fixate on me for the full round. And then after the spell ends, the victim remembers fragments and feels violated. It is 1 round? I believe.
How long
The
does it
duration?
last?
Or
We'll
was
deal
it
with
1
that.
minute?
So also it is the first time you're casting that spell, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so on page 178, it does say a hard power roll is required to successfully cast a spell for the first time. So do that too.
Okay,
So
can I
first,
use my roll? The results?
Yeah. So the first roll we're going to make is just a hard power roll to see if your spell works right now in this distorted reality bubble.
Okay. So I got a 21 and a 1 on my bonus die.
Yeah, well, so the bonus die was for Varek for the shape change, because shape change doesn't mechanically affect his stealth, so we gave him a bonus die so that... But you succeed. My point is, you succeed. You do
Okay.
amazing. The spell
sorry
gets
about that.
cast. Yeah. So now the cast of the spell itself.
Okay, and then... So is that where I roll the opposed power?
Yes.
I got 35, which beats my half. My half is 45.
Goodness. Okay, well, the cultist chant leader has the stats of a deep one hybrid, and I'm going to roll for them. They got a 53, and their power is a 50, so they actually failed. So you beat them by 2 categories. And I think that's going to affect the duration of this, because that's the thing that we didn't quite know. I'm going to say that this is, because you beat them by 2 categories, I'm going to say this is until... Can you read the spell text again?
Yes. Give me 1 second, please.
1 full round of uninterrupted eye contact / conversation for casting time. It doesn't say how long it ends, and they are enthralled. Okay, I'm going to say that it lasts until the sun rises.
Oh.
And after the spell ends, the victim remembers fragments and feels violated. But you beat them by 2 difficulty categories, so it lasts until the sun rises. What do you make them do?
Okay. Is it okay if we go back to that because player forgot to open the rule book to see the grimoire?
Yeah, go back to the...
Varek, maybe?
Oh, yeah, okay, so, it takes the full round to enthrall them. Varek, your stealth fails. How does it fail? Are you a really misshapen Deep One hybrid? Did you stumble into the fire? Have you spooked yourself by stepping and tripping into one of the bodies on the scaffold? What happened? What went wrong?
Yeah, so the transformation worked out great. I look exactly like them. But as I'm down there and the bodies are pressing up against me, you know, I get the social anxiety a little bit, you know, people are bumping up against me and like I lose my focus. You know, I'm not blending in anymore. It's very obvious that like, you know, I'm not like a normal, like I'm not like them, so I'm out of place. And I stumble into the fire a little bit. You know, I burned myself a little bit. So now I think I'm a little bit of unwanted attention is kind of coming my way as I'm just kind of like a bumbling idiot out there, kind of recoiling at people touching me, and yeah.
Yeah, you have been noticed.
Yeah.
That ends your turn. We're in dexterity turn order still.
So, what I would like to do is seeing the casting happening off to the side, trying to get the attention of the main head priest, right?
Yeah, basically. And I'm actually talking to him as I get his attention. I am saying stuff, but I guess that will come in the next round.
Then I see Varek potentially get made.
Oh yeah. Everyone stops circling the bonfire. They all rotate like as one, and they look at Varek.
I would like to use a role to basically pretend I am one of the ensorcelled individuals, because we see sailors, so they've been dragged into this in some way, right?
Well, so like the weird hybrid things are wearing sailor hats. I'm not okay, so I'm just going to tell you guys, since we're this far in, this is straight out of the Call of Cthulhu, like the short story plot. I didn't make them naked. H.P. Lovecraft made them naked, okay, but I put the sailor hats on them. Give him something.
It's like a dog. It's like a dog collar, is where it's just like you take it off. It's like, oh, you're naked. But now they have a sailor hat, so it's fine.
So they're the sailor hat cultists.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're all of them are misshapen in some way, then, right?
You can see that clearly.
Okay. I would like, in an attempt to basically get Varek as close to the head priest as possible, the head cultist, I would like to use an anthropology role in the studies of these cultures, as I go ahead and pull out my body itself is ripping apart at the arms to expose the tentacles and crustacean-like appendages. And I would like to use an anthropology role to basically point to Varek going like, "We have an intruder!" and reach out to basically grab him to present him to the head cultist, getting him within striking range.
Okay. And whether or not your role succeeds will affect whether or not you have a sailor hat to put on to blend in.
I don't know where it went. I think I left it when I went to go pee in the bushes there. You know, we still pee, right? Yeah, we still pee.
But yeah, I'll try to do an anthropology role to basically deceive my way and grab him as a prisoner to get him as close to the head cultist as possible. That is a 39.
Ooh, okay. Because your anthropology is 100, a 39 is in your half to fifth range, so it's a hard success. like not just a normal success, a hard success. You have not only the same sailor hat, but it's jauntily on your head at an angle matching theirs.
Cool kid style.
Yeah. They know that you're not one of the people who was there a few minutes ago, but you're clearly one of them. And you march Varek right to where you want to march Varek. Where is that?
It is right next to the head cultist as
Through the fire?
Through the fire?
There's a ring of fire around the head cultist.
I will take some damage just so we can casually yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll actually throw him over the fire as a way to be like, do with him as you will, my master.
I am so very sorry.
I like this, so it's going to succeed. Take a D3 of fire damage.
Alrighty.
And Varek, take a D3 of fire damage.
Okay.
But it worked. You're on the other side.
Ow. I hurt.
Yeah, how many hit points do you guys have left?
I got a 1.
I have 6 now.
I also have 6. You have a 1. Oh, God.
I'm at 5.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu is one of them there. You might die games.
Do our hit points change if our characteristics change as well? Like I had 8, but it got changed to 6 when my constitution took a bit of a dive.
Yeah. Oh. You're never as good in Call of Cthulhu as when you start playing.
Okay. All right, I'm at 5.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. That takes us to the end of the round. The cultists are temporarily not attacking you because of the way your rolls went. So I was prepared to, I have all their stats and like I can attack you guys with them. But right now, because of what's happening, they're not attacking you yet. So we go back to Lia because Lia has been making super eye contact with the head cultist and talking to them. What do they now do that you have enthralls them?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say what she said, like what she says. So she's casting a spell. She floats up into the air, basically, like as an elf, her hair flying everywhere. And she says, you have no idea. Hey, you there. Yeah, you with the stupid hat in the middle. You have no idea what you just did. You made me call him. You made me call him. I was never supposed to call him. You don't understand. You don't understand that we are terrible together and we've literally killed entire cities. We will kill you. You will get crushed. You will get crushed in the worst way possible. And that's just because you made me call him.
Unfortunately, Lia, this person likes being crushed.
Oh yeah. So he's just he's just enthralled because he's like, who is this lady? And she's offering what?
Yeah.
What is this step on me energy I'm getting right now?
So the spell description is after one round of talk, basically, the victim is struck dumb and is unable to basically do anything and stares at you until either taking damage or like, I don't know, being pushed or something, some kind of physical assault or something that will jar him back to reality, like the senses. But yeah, he is just staring at her.
Yeah. I think the other cultists will notice that their head chanter has stopped and is staring at the floating blue-haired elf at the edge of the clearing. Yeah, absolutely. But before they can react, Varek, you're through the flames. They're standing dumbstruck, staring at Lia. What do you do?
Am I in front of the master, or am I still in the air?
You have landed. You went through the flames. You landed. I presume you stand up and dust yourself off. You were on fire a little bit, but you put it out, and you're within a ring of flames with the head chanter who is staring mesmerized at Lia.
So I am very tempted to try to break that spell and ask what it is they're going, because I want to pull out my shotgun, my 12 gauge, and I want to level it at them. And I'm not doing this, but I'm tempted just to level it at them, try to break the spell, and just be like, hey, before I kill you, what's going on here, so that way it's not innocent blood I'm taking on my hands. But I just make sure you deserve it. I just want to make sure you deserve this, and then. So I don't know.
To describe your surroundings a little bit, there's a bunch of dead people hanging off of the scaffold around the dancing naked cultists.
Well, we want to be shorekeeper.
I mean,
maybe they volunteered to be sacrifices. But
you do know because you were asked for help to rescue the missing villagers.
We don't want to be jumping to conclusions.
Oh, they're the missing villagers. I thought they were just dead cultists that volunteered for sacrifice or something.
Oh, sorry. The bodies are different. These are like not hybrid abominations. These are
Yeah, like there are aberrations that are dancing in fire, making demonic rituals, and have a surrounding of dead actual people around them.
Well, like I said, Varek was so taken aback earlier that, I mean, everything that he's learned has just gone out the window. It's just kind of, he's confused. But now that he knows that they are villagers, I'm just going to take out my shotgun. I just want to shoot them. I just want to, just...
I don't even care what the mechanics are for shotguns. When you stand next to a mesmerized person, I think you're going to hit them.
Yeah.
So
you're
roll
welcome.
Damage. Roll damage.
Yeah, so my shotgun has 3 different ranges, from 10, 20 to 50 yards. I want to be within the 10-yard range. I want to be like 5 feet from this guy because he's obviously evil. So that's a 2d6 plus 2.
Okay.
So 2d6 plus 2. That is an 11.
They had 10 hit points, and I want to show that to you on the paper right here.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Yeah, they can see it. That was a 10. So describe as they reach 0 hit points.
Varek lines up the shot with his shotgun, and he pulls the trigger, and the bullets spray into the head cultist, and he is just is he back to me? Like, is his back to me, or is he facing me?
Your choice.
He is facing away from me, so like the buckshots or the 12 gauge shells, like they slam into his back, causing his arms to splay in front of him, and his body makes a T shape, and he just falls face first into like the dead villagers, his blood soaking the other dead bodies.
Yeah, the other cultists see his body shoot out from the ring of fire and into one of the scaffolds. Oh man.
Yeah. This guy gets some air too. Like my shotgun is so strong. I mean, he flew off. He flew off he got some air.
Action movie physics for the shotgun.
That's right.
Yeah, we're like GTA 5 where they get blown back and there's like a spray of blood each time the shotgun hits.
Yeah.
Wasted.
Oh man.
Kairos, you are able to act before the cultists all attack you.
I think to myself, watching Varek at work, and I think to myself,
My God, his investigating and kissing abilities are amazing.
as I turn to what seems to be like a glowing, effervescent witch above us, basically calling out the head cultist, and I, if you allow me, try to use another anthropology check to mimic and basically try to talk our way out of the situation. If you allow me,
No.
No.
Did you see that shotgun blast?
Well,
Yeah.
No.
It was epic. They ain't gonna let us go.
well,
No.
not if the person floating above us is the actual head cultist, and that was a false believer.
Can I point out the actual problem here?
Uh-huh.
Your call was answered, and you just killed the head cultist. And I believe someone picking up the phone right now. So let's describe that.
Oh.
Okay. From the depths of the woods beyond the clearing, you hear something. Are we going to clarify what that something is? Let's find out. As the more time passes, you guys ran sort of a lot earlier this game. We're not going to go through the chase mechanics to get away from here. But I will say, you have been noticed. And in all of time and space, after leaving the infinite prison, the odds of you bumping up against the entity again were not high. But your eye fixes on something in the flames, right? You see the cool shotgun blast. You see them slamming into one of the bodies of their victims. You feel the justice, but then you notice on top of the monolith, you see a noxious carven statuette. An ancient 8-inch tall statue is carved from greenish stone. It is many-legged, like a spider. A creature of many different eyes and sinewy flesh that connects all of its appendages. The massive lizard eye floating apart from its body tilts ahead, almost questioning, unblinking, the cornea and the iris itself warping in and out of itself as if a rejection of reality to contain it. There is baffling writing underneath it that you cannot help but understand. It says a word that you had tried to forget. And this word is spelled TZUEQ''QT. Make a sanity roll now.
Hey guys, I think I just found a new group of buddies. Oh no.
That's a 90 out of 51.
D6 roll, please.
D6, all right. That's a 2.
Take 2 sanity damage. You recognize it, and you know what that statue is of. You can pronounce it as you'd like. TZUEQ''QT.
There's a rumbling in his chest as Kairos just says, "Suketete." Is that my turn?
Yes, that was your turn. And if you want to keep that statue or not, it's up to you. But we're going to move on to them. As you guys have killed the head cultist, the cult is... Some of them are fleeing. Some of them are going to attack the floating blue-haired elf. But I just, as the keeper, I want to tell you, yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da, you did it. No more villagers will die because you killed the head cultist. So good job.
Yay!
Yes.
We're heroes.
Yay. Exactly.
Yeah, you're heroes. They're going to make one passing shot at Lia. 6 cultists are going to throw weapons at you. They're naked.
I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Yeah, they're going to try to...
No, they're not naked. They have sailor hats.
Damn it. Are they going to throw their sailor hats at me?
Like a graduation.
Yeah, they have harpoons. So we're going to do harpoons at you, and I am going to try to roll. This is a fighting 45%, so you know what? None of them might hit you, but some of them might. Well, let's find out. Okay, so the first one is a 42, a normal success. How do you do on your fighting or dodge?
Oh, I'll try to dodge since I'm up in the air. Oh, wait, I can fight them? I can respond by fighting them?
No, because you're not in melee. I think you can only dodge.
But I do have a ranged attack.
I don't.
Oh.
Blame me being a beginner keeper, but I don't think you can, like, ranged back. I think it's only melee. I could be wrong, but...
Okay. I shall roll dodge then. Oh, okay, cool. I rolled a 26, which is exactly half of my dodge.
So that succeeds. Next one. 19. That's... what is a 45 halved? I gotta write these down.
Like 22 or 23.
Yeah. Oh, that's what those numbers are. There's a 22 and a 9 after this. Is that the...
I think that's the half and the fifth.
Hey, thank you, rulebook. All right. Okay, so a 19 is not only a regular success, but a hard success. How do you do, Lia?
98 dodge.
Oh, no.
Oof.
Okay, so they're going to hit you.
I'm so dead.
Does more damage happen because they got in their, like, hard success range? I don't know. Anyway, you take 4 damage.
So, okay, I'm at my hit points from the dream, right?
Yeah, you did lose hit points in the dream, yeah.
All right, I'm at 2 health. Let's go.
Oh, okay, there's only a few left. 67, I think that one missed. Yes, that one missed. You're good. Whether or not All right. Fourth one, 3. Oh, God. Yeah, what did you roll? That's in their extreme success category.
I rolled a 13, which is my extreme success is a 10. So it's just over extreme, but half.
Ooh, so they do hit you. Go ahead and take 3 damage.
All right, well, I'm downed. I fall to the ground from the...
Oh no!
No!
A harpoon sticking out of Lia. She falls to the ground. Lia, you fall unconscious on the ground. Now, you didn't take half of your hit points in that, so you didn't take a major injury, so you're not dying, but you are unconscious. The rest of the cultists scatter, feeling that they have at least avenged their chanting leader. Lia, you fall unconscious. Your body thinks about dying, but something stops it from even considering that possibility. Something that hurts. You hear a familiar voice say, "Look what you made me do. I told you when you left, you're not smart enough to survive without me." Varek and Kairos, you see all of the cultists drop dead where they walked.
Oh.
Oh.
You have no idea what I'm capable of. Don't you dare think about leaving me for Tzu River. I'll take everything away from you if you do. I'll take your friends. I'll take your power. I'll take your human form. There's a pause, and in the nothing, you can see the blue eyes glowing in the skeleton soften, as if he smiles. Lia, no one will ever understand you like I do. When you've lost all of your friends and you're all alone, you can come back to me. I'm the only one who really cares about you. And you wake up, Lia.
Oh, man. So question. Am I still in my elf form, or did I revert to dragon form?
You're currently in your elf form.
Okay.
He only threatened to take away your human form.
I see. So she just, sits up. She's, she's, bleeding from multiple things, and she's just, looks around at the dead cultists. And then she just... I messed up real bad. But, well, they're dead now. They're dead now. That's good, right? That's good. That's good. That's good. We won. He just kind of jumps up, and there's blood coming out of her mouth as she says that. We won.
Do you guys have any closing words for this adventure? The cultists are dead. The villagers are saved. There's a statue of a many-legged thing on a monolith. There's a skeleton with glowing blue eyes who knows where Lia is now. Varek knows his mom was an assassin with the Nightborn Syndicate as well. How do you feel? What are your thoughts before we end this adventure?
What I will say is that there is no statue there on top. In fact, there's no Kairos there. With all of the commotion and the odd connection with the statue, Kairos is just wandering through the swamp, swaying back and forth, holding it out in front of him as he's just moving aimlessly. He has no idea where he's going, but he knows wherever he's walking, he's going home.
Varek is just happy that he got to redeem his not less than stellar athletic performances and the actual showcase of his assassin ability with his failed stealthing. The one thing he's good for as an assassin, he failed, but he's very happy that he got to be the one that killed the cult leader, and a phenomenal, perfect shot. So he feels quite satisfied about how this all played out.
Yeah, so this really powerful wizard knows where I am now, and he'll want me back, because I was just his captive dragon, and he'll want me back. And if he manages to force me to come back, we're gonna destroy things, cities. This is bad. I want to be free from him, but God, do I miss it. He gave me purpose, direction, freedom or destruction. Which one? Yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know. She says that out loud, and then it's also like the ruminations.
Exactly. Joining us on this adventure were Lia.
Hey guys, totally didn't just mess up big time.
Varek.
Oh, this was fun. I love killing guilty people.
And Kairos.
I don't want to go home.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.